then I'm gonna take the kids to New York.
Says we're live.
Because I'm coming from when I come back from Connecticut, Boston. I'm come back to Chicago, grab the rental, and then we'll probably be out the next day to New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go get you some good sleep or some rest for the whole day. Stay in the crib, get you some rest, and then y'all out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Leave
Kids
there.
too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Try to do the same thing I did in Dallas. Had them all out with me.
Niece too?
Huh?
Niece too?
I'm start just bringing her in. Well, she ain't doing nothing.
But you know that, like, you think that's, like, to you it's just nothing, right? But when she grow older, she gonna be remember that. That's gonna be life to her. Like,
oh yeah,
my Uncle Josh used to take me everywhere. Like, you thinking they don't remember, but they remember all that. Like, that should be love to them.
That's how it was with like my aunt and uncle and my little cousin Xavier.
Yeah.
He because I was 5 years older. Oh, I'm 5 years older than him. But they would always, they well off, they good, and they would always take me with them. Like as far as so like my first time going to see the Point was with them.
Yo, what's going on?
My first time going to see the Point was with them. My first time going to Florida, actually, 3 out of 5 times I've been to Florida was with them.
Yeah, so. I think even when my son get grown and he's out here doing his own thing, I think we're still going to make a family trip. If you bring your girlfriend, you bring who else, we still need a family trip. I think that's important, even when your kids get grown. Like, nigga, schedule one vacation. This is for the family. All of us. I don't give a fuck how old we is. We're going somewhere and we're going to be together. Yeah. I think that's very important to me.
Yeah, my brother's trying to, one of my older brothers, he's trying to put together somewhere. We get a cabin down in either up in Wisconsin or down in Tennessee, for the weekend or something. Everybody bring their kids, do that like that.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Okay.
Don't be with Jay and Money serving everybody.
I think we done talked about this a lot, but I just threw it in there because we always talking about it. We recording, ain't it?
Yeah.
We live?
Yeah.
We live? We live, babe.
Yo,
be humble. What's going on?
CPT, as always, I see technical difficulties, man.
It wouldn't be us. If we start being on time, you would have something to say about that too, nigga. If we be on time.
Or early.
Yeah, or early.
I didn't know y'all was coming on early.
Yeah, so we got to keep it consistent and be late. We can't help it.
Hey, be humble, boy. I was watching one of your lives or whatever. It was a whole bunch of y'all, man. And I forgot it was getting wild in there though.
It was.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know. I forgot what they was talking about.
Was this recent?
Yeah, it could have been earlier in this week.
Well, one of them
definitely was this week.
One of them was talking about a deployment or a mission. I said, boy, I don't think we supposed to be listening to this.
Nah, they
had classified.
Yeah, they had some jail shit. Like I don't
I probably know which one you were talking about.
I was like, I was interested for about 30 minutes,
yeah.
And then I had to end up tuning into something else. But I was like, oh shit.
I think you should cut my mic. No, should have cut my mic up just a little bit, tad bit. There you go. Yeah, we in here. We in here. Yeah, we in there. All up and get in there.
Always welcome to.
Oh no, I thought you had a question though.
Yeah, I had a question. I actually been thinking about it all this week.
Yeah.
But I just texted it this morning.
Yeah.
What is you guys'
said I got off. Yeah, what the fuck going on up in here?
Yeah.
I'm glad you clarified it was somebody else's show. I thought it was because I was like, there's a lot of people on the panel.
What is you guys' if you can remember your favorite movie growing up?
I had a few.
Well, it can be more than one. And why?
Yeah, you go first.
I go off the beaten path, like for real. Y'all gonna laugh, but this shit. My favorite movie growing up, it was a Disney movie, and it was Cinderella. I thought it was Cinderella. Actually, I feel like it was programming to get married. Yeah, like I don't know, it's just like a programming to get married. But that was something I felt like that was just off the beaten path. But I had a whole bunch of movies. I like Back to the Future. 2 specifically. Of course, Coming to America. That was my shit growing up. Shit.
Oh, Will said Harlem Nights. That's a good one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you kind of too. I mean, for me at least, I was kind of a young, older person thing watching that Friday, of course. Then if we get into something like that,
Right.
But yeah.
I'm thinking like
I'm thinking more something like kids movies.
Yeah, well, not necessarily kids movies. It could be anything because mine isn't necessarily a kids movie, but it's not necessarily a kids movie.
What is yours?
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Okay.
Really?
Top Gun, and the reason why.
How old were you when you?
Oh man, I don't even remember. Definitely under double digits.
So like 9, 8, 9, 10.
So basically, you sad because Val Kilmer passed away.
Yeah,
Right,
not necessarily sad, but I just thought about that because Val Kilmer passed away.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, Top Gun. I remember even wanting toys that in the airplanes.
Yeah,
Like,
that fit spaces is
A white
crazy.
movie.
Be humble, don't miss a beat. Now, what DXP?
Top
We need DXP.
Top Gun cold though. Top Gun
was
is
fire.
cold.
Space
Even
is
the newest one that came out.
I really don't think that's why I'm asking y'all, because I really don't think I had one. I just like the movies. I don't think I had a favorite.
Yeah, I had a lot of. I couldn't say it was favorites,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, now if
For
you
sure.
said like some TV shows where you was rushing home to get like cartoons or rushing home to get home for cartoons, yeah, then I got like had quite a few of them. Like one I come to my mind all the time, and I know it's probably one of y'all favorites too, was Power Rangers. Boy, I used to run home to go see Power Rangers.
I wasn't a super Power Ranger dude.
Man, shit, I was, boy.
I could see that.
Nigga, don't miss a beat, boy. But the only thing that made me mad was Zach haircut, they had him fucked up.
All the way fucked up.
I'm like, bro, that's not how our haircut was. Transformers was another one.
Transformers.
Yeah, that was another one. See, yeah, like Darkwing Duck,
What?
DuckTales, Static Shock. Like
DuckTales.
man, what?
Chip and Dale.
Yes, all these cartoons. Now, you said cartoons.
Gargoyles. We
Yeah.
are gargoyles.
Thundercats, yeah, that's another one. Thundercats is
yeah.
another one. Yeah, yeah.
You could tell Be Humble a little older than us because he naming them 80 shit.
yeah.
Somebody older than him start naming Tom and Jerry and shit like that.
Yeah.
But Tom and Jerry's that shit. Though.
Tom and Jerry,
Classic,
Tom and Jerry,
classic.
I mean, a lot of that stuff. Yeah, those cartoons. Like now, they ain't putting out no good cartoons.
Oh hell no, hell no. Because there's so much screaming. and other
Beetleborgs.
stuff like that.
Space Ghost. I like Space Ghost before it became the talk show. It was like an action show, and then it turned into an actual talk show. I'm like, what is this? I'm here to see people fight.
Mm-hmm.
Have some beauty.
Yo, what up,
Have
sister?
some beauty, sister. Every day, what's going on?
So you don't have one?
Now, I really don't have a kid, because I really can't. And I was trying to name it.
We don't be planning this. Just the nigga hops out the car and be like, damn, we do kind of, we don't be planning to coordinate.
Yeah. Because I be trying to be because I know me and Jerry Day, our styles are not similar. I mean, it's similar, but not exactly the same. So we'll rock something like the same kind of colors or whatever like that. So I be trying to be I hope this nigga don't wear this today.
Yeah.
I hope this nigga don't smell like this today.
And his is actually kind of like an off-white. Mine is actually white.
Yeah. Mine almost like a cream.
Yeah,
almost.
cream.
Yeah, it just looked white.
Yeah.
And I just got a random hat on. So,
Val Kilmer passed away, and I was just thinking about all the different, quotables, I guess, that came from Top Gun as I was coming up.
She say y'all got it going on. I just not really realized what she read what she said. She say I love the color coordination. Y'all got it going on. That's
why you said that?
That's a real true black woman right there. Y'all got it going on is a black woman phrase. Boy.
don't I be with J Money?
Yeah, that's a black woman phrase. If you know black women and you raised around black women, that is a black woman phrase.
Another one on the side of Disney was Mulan. I think I might have mentioned that before.
Really, you a Mulan dude? I could see the Asian influence on you.
No, it was
E.T.? E.T. was my shit.
I watched that maybe twice.
That was a good one. That's a good one. E.T. was a good one.
Anything?
What about the ones who used to when you throw water on them? What's it called?
Gremlins?
Yes, Gremlin was another one. Home Alone.
I know some big Gremlin
classic.
fans.
Home Alone was another one.
Classic.
Home Alone. Oh, absolutely.
I
Especially
have
the first one. Not new. What
Third one, it really fell off.
Yeah.
1 and 2 was one classic.
One was the classic.
Yeah, classic. 2 was okay. We can deal with this because the one was so good. It was okay. They fucked us up when they moved. They went to New York with it. That's what they fucked us up with.
Yeah, it was.
You say he was too street for ET.
I was too street for. But no, it was.
Come back to Earth, man.
Yeah, man. That was like a lot of people are saying say we're losing our legends, right?
Niggas gotta die, B.
Ma, what do you think about that? When people say we're losing our legends, what do you think about that?
What you mean it's losing our legends?
Like
a legend's always got it. We all gonna die. If you some type of legend, you're gonna die. We born and we die. That's two things that, to me, I always say, it's three things that you're gonna do. You're gonna be born, whatever color you is, black, white, Hispanic, you're gonna be that, and you're gonna die.
He said Hispanic is a color.
No, but that didn't even say, but white. Whatever you say, whatever your nationality
White.
is, you're gonna be that.
White,
and die.
off white.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be that and die. Because they always, you know the phrase, the only thing I gotta do is stay black and die.
Yeah.
Y'all know the phrase. So we're gonna do that regardless. It doesn't matter what it is, what's going on. But yeah, legends are gonna die.
Yeah, and that's how I view it as well. It's like Val Kilmer, if I'm not mistaken, was like 68, which is kind of young.
Yeah, that's real young. Ooh, that's young.
Yeah, that's young.
So what's old?
I thought the average for men was 74.
I think anything over 80 is old.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not
80.
mad at that.
I would say 80. Because even at 60, you got a lot of 60-year-olds now and 65-year-olds now. It's like really out here still moving and grooving, still look healthy, still look good. Like a lot of these 90s black women, they 50, 55, and they look damn good. Look better than some of these young folks.
Yeah.
Who's Val Kilmer? Who's he a legend?
Sugar Bone, what's good? How you doing?
What's going on, Sugar? Wait, what's next, Sugar?
So, she's from Ray. I met her at Ray.
I
Show.
wanted to make sure she was a she because I was like, I'm going to call her Sugar. I'm not calling no other man Sugar.
Well, I don't know. I only know the person.
What you identify as, Sugar? You know it nowadays.
If it's a girl, you call her Sugar. If it's a man, you call her Bum.
Yeah, Bum. Yeah. I'm not calling no grown man Sugar.
Sugar.
I don't even see how they call Ray Lewis Sugar. I can't do that. That's nigga Ray Lewis. That nigga named Ray Lewis to me.
Val Kilmer was an actor in the movie. Well, obviously he had an extensive career, but
okay, Sugar, how you doing today?
Yeah, he's in the movie Top Gun, and I asked the guys earlier, and you can even answer this too. Anyone can answer in the chat. What was your favorite movie growing up? And one of my favorite movies growing up was Top Gun. Highway to the danger zone.
That was your favorite part, wasn't it?
I ain't gonna lie, the 80s used to bust though. 80s music. 80s was just weird classic shit going on.
No, to be honest with you, from 1980 to probably like 1995, or you can say the early 99, 2000 was like one of the best times to be alive, best times to be a movie actor, best times just for a lot of stuff. When you really look at it.
Say Paps. Oh my god.
B Homer said Space is the light skinned one crying over Val dying recently. I didn't cry at all.
Yeah, all the legend white people died, I guess. Yeah.
He was the voice of Moses and Prince of Egypt too. Oh, Prince of Egypt was another one. I mean, Prince of Egypt was later on in life.
Yeah.
But yeah, Prince of Egypt, fire. Even though, just like what we talked about, 6888 being historically inaccurate, Prince of Egypt was biblically inaccurate. Moses had a stuttering problem. He talked normally through the Prince of Egypt. Just a random fact.
You can't have a nigga stuttering throughout the Disney.
I mean, I get it.
Malcolm.
He got at least what I like though that they give the disclaimer. This has been Pocahontas.
That was
Sugar
your
Bone
shit
said
too?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
You know what's another good cartoon?
Molly, what's good?
Molly, what's going on?
What's going on?
Spaces no air, motherfucking body.
Yeah, you do. You know somebody stopped me on the street say, you know Spaces?
Ray, what's good?
Reckless
Ray,
Ray,
what's
what's
happening?
going on?
What's up, man? So the question right now, Ray, and we're about to get into more stuff. What was your favorite movie growing up? And you can say whatever answer at whatever age, but I was thinking specifically, basically 10 to 12 or younger, specifically 10 and younger. But whatever answers come to mind. Just
Land Before Time.
You trying to go before preteen?
Yeah, Land Before Time.
Preteen, that what you trying to say?
Yeah. Because
Toy Story. Toy Story was busting.
Toy Story.
Toy Story was
Now that's the one. That's one. That's one. That's one. And to make it, all the Toy Stories is pretty good.
Yeah, they
lie,
can come out right now to today and like Toy Story should be pretty good.
I'm going to see it, even if I got my son with me or not. I'm going to see Toy Story.
That's how you know he a little older. Maximum Overdrive is classic though. I love Maximum Overdrive.
Cheetah Girl Sugar. What?
You can kind of tell the age of people. Like now, I'm sorry.
Like 25. Sugar?
Shrek is good.
Toy Story, Lion King.
Toy Story, yeah.
Lion King, another one too.
That is
my brother claims he's seen Lion King 800 times. I'm like, brother, it don't even. Come on, man, you can't do that.
Like VHS don't even last through 800 plays.
I'm talking about over his lifetime. He said according to him, he might be watching Lion King right now. I don't know. I'm just saying. He said he's seen it 800 times.
We love DXPH.
Exaggerate.
We love him.
Yeah, man.
Freaky.
Rugrats,
yeah. Yeah, that's it. Damn, it's
Rugrats was one of those. I need to watch this. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of Power Rangers, I read.
Which Ranger were you?
I don't know. I just like the show.
You wasn't a Barney kid. You was around Barney, wasn't you?
Yeah, but no, I didn't. I wasn't a Barney kid. No.
Sesame Street was my shit too.
Sugar said I was a Disney girl. Anything Disney. Disney up until recent years, maybe about 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, Disney had that shit.
Disney had it. Yes.
Yeah, Disney had that shit.
And they still have a whole lot of stuff that's still good.
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven was a legend. Yes, legendary.
Yeah, it started off.
Yeah, and then
but now
Orlando Brown took off.
They're going woke and trying to incorporate social issues in all the shows, and now it's just
leave that shit alone and just make kid movies.
And just make the show,
what the fuck
man.
is you talking about?
So even with that, just real quick, if they're owned by Fox, what social issues are they trying to do?
They're owned by Fox.
Yeah, aren't they owned? Isn't Disney owned by Fox?
I thought Disney, ESPN, right? ESPN. What else?
Disney owns ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Disney, ESPN.
Or is Fox under Disney?
They're trying to
I
cover
could be
all
wrong. I
angles.
don't know. I kind of thought.
Let's see. Let's check it out.
Be humble, might know.
No, I'm trying to think because I own Disney.
Be humble, no random information like myself.
Walt Disney is a public company. Let's see. Show the people.
Not a good stock to own no more.
Walt Disney is a public company with many shareholders, including individual investors, including investors in mutual funds. No single entity owns a majority of the company.
Why it's always the first two on any board of directors, Vanguard and BlackRock. Every time.
Vanguard,
it don't matter. BlackRock and Vanguard is the first two on any list.
Okay, Fox probably not. My bad there.
But
I'm about to say that's kind of.
Huh?
Nelson Beauty said Disney is dang near going to claim bankruptcy from the Snow White flop. Ooh. Yes, it was bad. But no, I was saying about Power Rangers. I saw multiple. And granted, this is the internet, so sometimes you got to take it with a grain of salt. It may or may not be true. But all of the scenes with them in the Ranger costumes,
Japanese,
we're not Americans. It was just
facts, Molly.
Molly said they own the world. Yep. But it was just the the Japanese characters, cut and added into the American system. So it wasn't even them. Like, I guess it wasn't them fighting the. I used to think putties were real.
Who?
The putties and the gray and the knee pads, and I used to think that was real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was distraught at that. I won't lie to you.
It's all coming together now. You thought putty was real?
I used to think putty when I was a kid. Yeah,
it's coming together now. I see why.
What you mean?
I see. Continue. This nigga said, I thought putties was real.
I used to think putties was real. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see.
But we love spaces. We love them, y'all.
Sugar Bone said, I had no problems with Disney being inclusive. I don't get into all the reboots, though. I think they need absolutely on multiple different fronts outside of Disney. Outside of just Disney, everything is just being rebooted now, and it's still so many ideas that can come together and make great shows.
To me, why they ain't made no Static Shock yet though? Like they had it where it was supposed to be Will Smith's son, supposed to be Static Shock, right?
I heard
that would have been a great movie. That would have been and he's a great actor, so he would have played that really well. They could have made 1, 2, or 3 out of them. They could have got 3 out of them. Real good.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I would have been cool with Jada Smith being Static Shock, but I think Static Shock started talking about too much real stuff.
What you mean in the cartoons?
Yeah, just like Black Lightning started talking about too much real stuff, and it all of a sudden gets canceled. Now I don't know for sure if those are the reason.
I'm gonna go back and look. What Static Shock is on? Who owns Static Shock?
I don't know. I will check it out.
Because I want to go find a streaming service. I'm gonna start back watching. I'm gonna watch Static Shock from the beginning.
Yeah, man. It's another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. I'm your man, Spaces.
We back. I'm your boy Maul.
It's Jay every day.
Man, so 2 weeks, man. We had skipped last week because technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We almost had skipped this week because of technical difficulties.
Now we was gonna record this shit and just put this shit out later.
It's recorded on the phone.
Yeah. We wasn't gonna miss this week. I ain't come out here for nothing. You know how gas is? You better put something on this motherfucking TV.
The last 2 weeks, man. How was y'all last 2 weeks?
Excellent.
Hey man, mine was good, man. Mine been great, man. Took me, had me a Saturday off. I ain't had no Saturday off in a while. I did some things, chill with my son. Had a nice, good conversation. Chilled all day with my son. Just out here living, man. Just living. That's all I can tell you, man. Living and save your chips, bro. Because if you've been looking at this stock market and all this stuff, I hope you got some of your debt and some of your credit cards under control. Because if you don't, the shit going to swallow you alive. You hear me? So get your shit under control. Save some of your money. For real.
What specifically makes you say that?
What you mean?
You say make sure you got your money under control, make sure your credit
Because all
card.
these tariffs, like people didn't know how this stuff was going to balance the stock market. And you can always tell how stuff is going by how the stock market doing. I don't care if you invested in the stock market, just look at it. If you look at it, you can tell where we're going. If we're going to go to a recession, is people pulling back on their money? Is people saving some of their money? Is people doing this? You can see by the rate hikes. I know I might be speaking Spanish to a lot of people, but you can see about rate hikes and all this stuff and how credit cards is going up down on their interest and stuff like that. How much is money? Because money costs too. So how much is the cost of borrowing money? That's how you can tell how this stuff is going. And if you keep looking at it, you'll start understanding it more. And the way it's going and the way people are drawing back and the way Warren Buffett is pulling all his money out, he knew this shit was coming. Because if he would have kept his money in there, Warren Buffett would have lost a lot of fucking money. Now you seeing why he drew a lot of money out. Because, boy, I don't got that much, but that shit hurt me. I was over there about to cry. Shit, nigga lost a couple thousand. This shit is not cool.
What about you, Jay? Have you been noticing as far as the stock market crashed or not? Well, going down, prices of things being more expensive or anything at all?
Yeah, only thing I can really say. I mean, I always follow the stock market, I always have. But I think only thing I can really notice, I've noticed that went up recently is gas. Gas went up.
30, 40 cents.
Yeah, 30, 40 cents. Now, my week before I was on vacation, so we went, me and the family went down to Dallas, Austin. And, gas down south ain't as cheap as it used to be. That's just something I had noticed, too, because when I had left that week, I think I was getting gas at like $3.05. So down there it was like $2.79 or something. So it wasn't like anything really, significant as far as, price difference. Especially it being Texas. So, but overall, my week has been good. So,
The past 2 weeks?
Yeah, past 2 weeks. Overall, it's been solid. Like I said, we went down to Dallas and Austin, checked out some universities. University of Texas, Austin and Arlington, Baylor, Texas Christian, all that good stuff. So, yeah, it was cool.
That's dope. Were you down there for visiting colleges?
No, not specifically, but since we were just down there, right? I've always wanted to go down and check it out. So just trying to get up out of Chicago, and in the process, it's like, well, my daughter, she'll be a senior next year, so might as well go check out some universities while we're down here. I mean, we've checked out, like last year, we went down to LSU and Southern University, Xavier, and all that in Louisiana, so.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Because I meant to ask you that, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Until now.
Is she is your baby girl? Is she looking at any one of those and any one of those popped on the radar or anything?
She like LSU the most.
Oh, so out of everything y'all done saw, LSU still on our thing.
Yeah, she like LSU. I'm gonna get her down to U of I later, probably. Yeah, U of I. I'm gonna take her up to Wisconsin in Madison.
Okay.
Check those two out. But I think our top 3 was UT Arlington. Number 2 was actually UIC, and number 1 she loves LSU.
I know you'll love her to stay behind the crib though.
I mean, I think her first 2 years she probably gonna take it, easier, and then if she decides she's gonna go out, wherever she go, that's cool.
Okay.
Ma, 2 weeks. You got anything new?
No, just chilling with my son. I went on vacation, but I just took a day or 2 off. I ain't been taking vacations really. I got a lot of vacations probably coming up in the summer. We're gonna try to hit. We gotta save for I
was just about to say, just like Sugar said, yeah.
Sugar said, yeah, I'm saving for these vacations and stuff like that. But yeah, I got a couple. I want to go to Jamaica. We're going back to Jamaica. We'll probably hit a couple more things and probably hit some neighboring cities around the crib or whatnot. Us fellas, we get together and we try to do a little mini. We go somewhere for 24 hours, 48 hours, and come on back to the crib. But I ain't got nothing major besides Jamaica. I'm trying to save as much money and pay as much shit off as I possibly can. So all my extra cash can go toward the stock market. So when I start acting brand new, don't look at me crazy. When I start acting brand new, because my net worth then went up M or 2. Don't look at me crazy. You should have been. I've been talking. You can say I'm preaching all you want to, and motherfucker can say, "Oh man, that shit not okay." Your ass be around here broken trying to ask for $20 to get some gas in your car. Don't look at me. I give you how you say you can take a motherfucking horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink it.
You can only open the door. They got to walk through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't be understanding, like, you got to do. We as people, we just, like, get one focus on one thing. Like, I want to do this. I want to look fly. I want to do this. But you can look fly and still invest, too, at the same time. It's just that you got to take measures. You got to, we get in the pod all fucking ready. You look at that. You see what I'm talking about? Look at that. People don't even see that. They don't even know nothing about it. They don't even know what the fuck that is. Look at that. But I bet you a motherfucker done been to Nike, then shop and hit down Nike, but ain't nobody bought no NVIDIA. You would buy NVIDIA at 109, you would buy it at 103, but you wouldn't go crazy at 94. I'm so mad I didn't have more money in my stock invested in portfolio. Because I would have sure got a good 10. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Facts. That's not even a question.
Wouldn't even thought twice about that.
Look at that.
That's $1,000 stock right there, y'all.
Woo. It got as high as 140.
Don't say we ain't tell y'all nothing, we ain't teach y'all nothing. We was just preaching. So, hey, just do what you want to with your money. I can't tell you nothing.
I'm curious to know, Molly, if you're still here, with Anton when he does the stock club, what he's gonna say. I know because he can't not talk about the current state of the stock market. But I'm just curious what he's gonna say. Yeah. I'm very, very curious.
Look, man, a great investor said, when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful. Do what you want to with that piece of information.
Yeah, my homie told me, Razik, he told me, what'd he say? There's 3 things that move the stock market. Fear, greed, and uncertainty. Mm-hmm. Those are the 3 things. And just like you said earlier, it can be said that Warren Buffett himself, maybe it was greed, maybe it was fear.
No, he saw this coming. He knew this was coming with the tariffs. He knew this was going to shake up the thing. So he's like, he has billions in there. So if he had most of his money in that billions, he would have lost hundreds and hundreds of $1 million worth of his stock. So what you do, you take it out, you wait for it to bounce down, and then you reinvest all that money in there and like double and triple your net worth. It's a simple game if you just pay attention a little bit. This one, like you say, the rich get richer.
No, I disagree. Most people do have money to invest. They just decide they're going to invest in something else, like investing on eating out, shit like that, stuff that really don't benefit them.
Yep. That's facts. Facts. Like I don't agree with the overall sentiment that people try to say, I don't have money for this or that.
Niggas got money. I be seeing you niggas.
I agree and disagree at the same time.
I be seeing you niggas. Y'all be outside and y'all be in them brunches. Y'all be twerking. Y'all get one of them lamb chops. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Molly said IDK is probably buying it up. I would bet. I would agree with that.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I got to go throw some money in there because it's not over, though. It's not over. It's
not going to go down further?
No, I don't know about further, but I don't think it's going to bounce back as quick. So you still have time to get in at some of these lows. Even if NVIDIA go up to $100, that's only a positive like 6.
Yeah.
That's still a good targeting price.
In comparison to it when it was 140.
Thank you. And I know Space is mad as hell because I remember when he said, I'm going to get some video. That shit was like 125? Was it 120? Am I right?
It's like 120.
Thank you. And Space like, I could have waited for this shit. But this what you do, though. People don't realize this. Even when it goes lower, right? So say NVIDIA was 105. You buy at 105. You still got money over there. When it bounced down again to 94, you buy more. You just keep buying more at the lows. That's all.
What Trapper Wall Street say? Load the clip?
Yeah, you load it. This is what you do all year round. You load it, just have money on it.
Sugar said eating is essential.
Right,
Twerking is free.
I know. I said eating out. I said eating out specifically.
Yeah, but hey, man, I just preach to people. So don't be looking at me when I'm sitting over here. We good. Like I always say, boy, I always be good. I pay attention to all that shit.
I love Naps and Beauty's questions. She asks great questions all the time. But real quick, Sugar Mom said people be living paycheck to paycheck, don't want to hear all that.
Hey, that's them. Keep living paycheck to paycheck.
This is my thought about that, Sugar Bum, right? So, hypothetically, you go on a vacation. That vacation costs $800. That's $800 for
where you go?
or whatever case.
You went around the corner?
$1,000.
That nigga going to Sybaris.
Hey, how me and Jay look at him the same? Like, where you going for $800?
I mean,
2,000 minimum, bro.
It depends, cause
2,000 minimum.
cause Anton's meetup, right? And he had a meetup in Texas.
Matter of fact, go hit that question. This is a perfect example. That question I sent you. We can talk about that while we talk about this.
In
right
IG?
Yeah, I think it's on IG. I sent it to you.
But his meetup in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. That trip didn't cost me more than like $400 total.
But it wasn't a vacation.
That was business.
Okay, so okay, I get you. Okay, I was thinking about it wrong. I see what you're saying. But okay, let's just say $1,500. Right? $1,500. Because I remember when I went on the cruise, it was $1,500. DHPX, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
DXPH, what's going on?
You're paying that $1,500 for 4 or 5 days. Think about that. That's $1,500 in 4 or 5 days. There's no better way for you to spend that money than spend $1,500 over 4 or 5 days. There's no better way.
Well, sometimes you need to decompress.
And I was just go to the question. I'm going to send it to you right now because this is a prime example of what they talk about. We were talking.
Does that go with Naps and Beauty's question?
So Naps and Beauty said, I'm sorry, Naps and Beauty. She said, do you all believe that the tariffs could cause more opportunities for the American business made in USA?
Possibly. Time will tell.
Yeah. I'm kind of torn on that because you hear a lot of people talking, right? And a lot of people say it costs too much to make shit in the United States. That's why people outsource it to those companies, to those countries, right? Because it's so cheaper to make the stuff there. So if it come back here, it's gonna cost us even more when it's coming back here for it to be made right here. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think, and then it's like, who's gonna work them jobs? You're putting all the ones who gonna work them jobs out. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't see what the big play is. Like, I'm not the dude that's running the country, but I don't see, maybe like Jay every day, time will tell.
Yeah, I think that, it's a time to really sit back and reflect and see what you're going to do with your money. If things do go up, like I said before, I might not be able to get every pair of Jordans that come out, right? Jordans might pop up $300-$400. Well, I won't be able to get those. You see what I'm saying? Like, every time they come out, I might not be able to get those. Well. So, we get to a point where right now United States, we're Americans, we're a wasteful people. You see what I'm saying? Anything that we do, we waste. We have a lot of shit. People call it collecting and shit like that. There's no reason why I should have all these fucking shoes and cologne and all this goofball ass shit. It could very well go into investing. You know what I mean? And myself, or eat out as much as I do, or whatever. All these things can go into investing. So we can claim that we don't have the money. Or quote unquote paycheck to paycheck. And yes, there's people that's really out here struggling. But I think it's a time to sit back and actually start thinking about what we're going to do going forward.
Yeah, I think it's a difference in living paycheck to paycheck as far as your money going to necessities versus living paycheck to paycheck and you're trying to afford stuff that you shouldn't be, that is not a necessity.
Yeah. I mean,
and I think that's the conundrum with this whole thing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. We talking about this, and the other day I was driving. I don't know if I was in a truck or I was driving, and I was just thinking about things, right? And it's like, every point, I think it was when I turned 40, every point in your life you start to be like, okay, it's time to go to the next level. It's time to bullshit, because stop bullshitting with this, stop, procrastinating with this. It's time to go to another level. And what I mean by that, it's time to upgrade a lot of stuff. Friends included, the way you living included, the way you saving your money included, the way you investing included. And I just came to the realization, like, I've been at this level for a little while. It was fun. It was cool. It's time to go to another one. Mm-hmm. And when I mean another one, it's time to house-wise, the way I do things, everything going to get upgraded. Instead of me drinking tap water now, I'm going to spring. But it's just a little like you get what I'm saying? It's time to upgrade stuff in your life.
Yeah.
So that's what that's just what I came to in like the last, would have been a month and a half. I was just sitting there and I'm thinking, and it's just like, it's time to level up. It's time to get this shit popping. It's time to plan I need to save more money. I need to invest more money. I need to do this more money. I need to, like Jay every day said, I need to stop with the spinning of Jordans or whatever, because my homie Daniel was talking about it. I'm like, bro, I ain't looking at no Jordans. I don't even give a fuck if they come out or not right now. Mm-hmm. I don't care. It's only one pair of Jordans I want, and I'm going to get them because I want them really, really bad. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I still got 2-3 pair of Jordans I have not worn in my closet. And I know Jay every day can attest to this too. They're just sitting there.
A lot of shoes are just sitting there.
And because we work a lot. We always at work. And to me, the biggest flex now is, nigga, I need something that's going to be comfortable, so I kick these tires. And when I go kick this tires on this truck and hit them with the thumper, when I walk around the truck, I need something that's going to be comfortable. Yeah. But I've been just thinking about that. That's one of the things since we've talked about, finances and stuff, it's time to go to the next level.
I 100% agree with that. I think it's just like on the trading market. You got to create a higher high and a higher low for yourself.
Yeah, it's time to go up. Absolutely.
Be Humbled said to Naps and Beauty's question, nope, Americans want too much pay and salary and less work than they can get overseas.
And ain't that what I just said?
OG, what's good, OG? He said, what was the high dollar in the last year? I'm not sure what you mean. Naps and Beauty agrees. Sugar Bum said, I plan on getting a man this year. My financial status will be upgraded. Be Humble said, we have a certain standard of living in which some sense are spoiled. Absolutely. 1,000%. He said, DHPX said, put the bacon down. Molly said, time to expand. And Be Humble said, I'll keep buying Jordans and I will get my shoes from the outlet. Me, I'm different. Like, give me a solid 4 or 5, maybe 6 pairs of shoes that are different colors that can match or whatever, and I'm good. Like, I don't need to have a whole. I've seen it where people have stacks and stacks and stacks of shoes.
I'm one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm one of them ones. For real.
I'm one of them ones.
But the reason I'm one of those ones is because if you look, I don't get rid of shoes, and my shoes are all in good condition. So, you know what I'm saying? With that mindset, that means I never buy any new shoes. Right. If I had 6 shoes, I never buy any new shoes. But the shoes that I wear some of the same shoes all the time, right? I wear the black Nikes that you see me in. I got a pair of New Balance and so on. I wear, so my walking shoes, I wear those all the time, and I'll be through with those within a year. But I mean, I do wear Jordans from time to time, and shit, I got a lot of them. If you go back the past 10 years, I got a lot of Jordans.
Yeah, I'm on the same time as Jay every day. I got a lot of shoes, but you got some of your everyday shoes when you're doing all this walking and stuff like that. Like when you go out of town. I know Jay every day had all the decent fly walking shoes that go with outfits.
Yeah,
like, no, you ain't really pick no Jordans probably.
I just know I can't, like, okay, we go to, if I happen to go to church, right? I can't wear LeBron Soldiers to church.
You might shout.
I can only
Jesus.
I can only wear those on the court. You see what I'm saying?
That's what they be doing when they shouting.
I dropped them funny for somebody in there.
Yeah. Nasty Beauty said, time to eat beans, cornbread, and red Kool-Aid.
Shit, let's see. All you need is protein. Protein in my protein.
Red Kool-Aid.
Sugar Bump said two incomes and 2 people. OG said, do you guys have a written 5-year plan?
No, I don't.
I don't. I probably need one though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's not written. I guess. Yeah, it's not written at all.
I kind of got some in my mind of how I want to be in the next 5 years, though. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Let's see. Be Humble said, I actually have a lot of shoes, but hardly wear them. I think that's kind of what we're saying, and that's for me, because I know if I had that many shoes, I would not wear them all. Especially if it's shoes that I know that, and I hate when the shoes get the creases in them, just from walking. I can't stand that. So I'm actually even trying to aim at shoes that are more cloth, like the Chucks that y'all saw me wear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get some new ones, but those are more cloth made, so you don't see the crease as much, if they crease at all. That I haven't seen. But Molly said I have way more shoes than I actually wear. Molly, you probably got a whole room full of shoes. Let's see. DHPX said we need 5 incomes. Y'all ready to be sister wives? Sugar got a lot of clothes and shoes. Sugar Bo said, "Sister, what? Boy, please."
Hey, but hold on though. You're talking about sister wives. Do you have enough money for sister wives though? That's the key thing. Because you can talk about the sister wives all you want to, and people can say that, oh, you don't need. Yes, you do. You can say the time you need bread too, brother. Bread to have all those kids, all those sister wives, and all that. You need the income for that. So if you got the income, okay, we can talk about. You can talk about that. But if you don't, I don't see like people can say like, you need the bread. Like motherfuckers talk about, oh, we can have love, nigga. We can't live off love. We can't live off time. We can't live off passion. We need some bread. You need money. You can talk all that shit you want to about all that other shit. You need the bread.
Molly, I was waiting for you to respond. Because you talking right up Molly's alley right now.
What you mean? What you talking about?
Basically, like what DHPX said, you got 5 wife money.
Yeah.
And
You gotta have the money. Like we can talk all that other shit. Bro, people can say all day, money don't make you happy, but it damn sure don't make you sad.
Ooh.
It ain't gonna heal everything, but it'll heal a lot of shit. I'm not one of the ones who say money don't do shit. Money done got me money got me all right. I can deal with all other shit. I don't gotta worry about that.
That's facts.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
So we
facts.
can sit up here and talk about money don't buy you happiness. Money don't, get the fuck out of here. Tell them the niggas to kick rocks. Give me their bread and you can go ahead and be poor.
Bro, what? Yes.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Absolutely, because when my trading was going good,
Yeah. Like, look at
I was like, pay that off.
Yeah.
Pay that off. I feel, what? This is beautiful. This is what it feel like to have a whole lot of money.
I'm one of them ones. Let me get that bread. We can talk about that happiness later.
I was happy paying bills.
Thank you.
And getting that stuff off my back.
Get this shit off my back. And I need the bread. We can talk all that other shit you want to. Even a woman to sit up there and say, oh, I want the time. Yeah, she want the time, but she wants you to pay these bills. She ain't got to worry about that shit neither. Ooh. She want the time. Trust and believe. She want the time, but she want that money and you to be, oh, babe, here you go. When you ask her for some money, you ain't just going off to my, they ain't got it and all this shit. She want the money too.
Let you say, I ain't got the money for it. She gonna be like,
shit.
Come on, man.
No, well, you hit the shit. Yeah, that. I'm gonna go find somebody that do.
That's, baby, I need you to work.
No, you know what it is? You gonna be one of them niggas that when she out to register paying for stuff and you give her that broke man hug behind because she paying for that, what she paying for?
She paying for the PS5.
Yeah, she paying for the PS5. You come back like, you know I love you, babe. And you kiss on the neck while she putting her card in there. Yeah, all right.
I think that's the conundrum we're dealing with, women, is that a lot of times, you go to work a lot, as much as you go to work, they're gonna miss you when you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they're gonna have something to say about it. But you can't like forget, like, broke niggas get coochie too.
Yeah,
like all day long. Like, yeah, they get it the most. So, I mean, I don't know. You can't like broke niggas is out here fucking. That's not, you know what I'm saying? They have the most kids. Like,
but they fucking broke women too.
No, they fuck the rich ones too.
Rich women want the broke dudes.
Look, man, they out here cracking some shit.
I'm just going by what I'm still gonna get this bread.
I understand that, but you know what I'm saying? That niggas is broke is fucking shit. That's not, if it comes down to your woman and different women will fuck a broke nigga.
They don't want broke dudes have the most children. As if you look at the income to child ratio, the higher the income, the less children they have. As you go down on the monthly or yearly income ratio, there's more kids. So that's you're right. Conundrum is the perfect word for that.
That's true, Sugar. I think broke people do have the most kids.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Molly said they have a lot of kids because they aren't at work being productive.
Yeah, but rich niggas do too. How many kids Elon Musk got?
It's true.
Nick
Shit,
Cannon.
You look at Nick Cannon, Cam
Future.
Newton,
I
Future.
said Elon Musk. Niggas come back with the Nick Cannon.
That's a big ass. That's a big ass. Dude, you're right. That is a big ass difference in money.
I mean, we talking about rich.
I'm just saying. You know, I said Elon Musk.
That's a
Niggas
big
come
difference.
back with Nick Cannon.
That's a big difference, bro. You're right. You're right. That's a big ass difference.
Niggas could say Fred Smith.
You're right. That's a big ass difference.
Nick Cannon.
That's a big ass difference.
Future. Yeah, look at Future. Like,
Yeah, that's a big difference. That's a big difference.
nigga.
Those are the first. It's like,
Cam Newton.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
let's see. Molly said they can afford their kids though. The state pay for those broke men's kids.
I understand that. And the broke niggas don't give no fuck. And people still give them babies.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the state does pay for it. Niggas don't give no fuck. And they'll have some more on the way right now getting delivered.
Damn, we 45 minutes in. Just
It's
going crazy.
such a single topic.
Going crazy. I like this though. I'm not gonna lie. I like this right here.
Let's
But
see.
no, since we're talking about finances, hit that clip. Look at do that clip. Yeah, right here.
This one.
Yeah, this one right there.
Okay.
Y'all check this out.
I saw this. Man. All right.
I remember this. This is funny. Because, yeah, go ahead. This is
I have been together for 5 years. Every year, we save for a vacation, and we always go. It's something I look forward to because we work hard, and I believe traveling together keeps our relationship strong. But this year, he says he doesn't want to use our vacation fund. Rather, he wants to invest. He thinks the economy is too unstable and that we should focus on securing our future. I'm upset because I feel like we deserve this break, and I don't want to skip something we've always prioritized. I've saved my half, so I'm still going on vacation without him. She's wild. Am I wrong for going solo, or is he wrong for changing our plans? That's interesting.
How's the plan change if you're still going to go anyway?
Go next year. That he's wrong for changing the plans. The man has wants to prioritize his money elsewhere. I don't think that's wrong. But girl, if you're gonna go on a trip by yourself, taking your half, I don't think that's wrong either. To be honest, because you probably are prioritizing that vacation more than he is. You probably need it more than he. Like, what do you mean? I'm not speaking Spanish. Hold on. She really needs a vacation. They live two different work lives, I'm assuming. She probably really needs a vacation. He doesn't care about a vacation. So she can still go.
So here's a scenario.
Let's see. Sugar Bone, I want to hear your response to that because you were talking about the vacation. So definitely want to hear your response. So let's see what the comment's saying. Well, she can take her half and go on vacation, but once the investment comes in, she's not entitled to none of it.
She's still entitled to some of it because she's married. It doesn't matter. They're married. She's gonna get half anyway.
I get the sentiment what they're saying though.
Wait, say it again.
Well, she can take her half and go on vacation, but once the investment comes in, she's not entitled to none of it.
Okay.
Just compromise, downgrade the vacation, invest a smaller portion. Interesting. I like that point. Well, he is rude, so she is being rude back. Great invest, but don't cancel plans we made. I guess they mean great men invest. But don't cancel plans we made without notification. Expect someone to do what you do. That was, maybe I read it wrong, but that was terribly phrased. If my husband wanted to invest our vacation money instead of taking a vacation, I'm not going to be mad about it. That means he's thinking about our future. We can take a trip another time, but I'm dang sure not going on a trip by myself.
That's a fact. That's a dangerous bride.
Men will sacrifice their happiness for their family. Women will sacrifice their family for their happiness. He's thinking of the family's future. She's thinking of herself. Okay.
Spaces, go first, please.
I actually had a conversation with someone about something similar to this. It was, they asked me how would I feel if my wife, for argument's sake, were to go on a work trip, a personal career-oriented trip for a week. How would I feel about it?
What you mean,
Like the scenario was reading if this person was an author and they had to be gone for a week for something related to the book that they're trying to release or that they did release. Now, to this regard, what this lady is saying in this video, I err on the side of what that first comment said. I'm thinking about our family's future. And you're thinking about right now. So if you're telling me that you're going to take your half and go on a trip yourself, that tells me that you're only halfway truly invested in our family and what it is that we're trying to do, if that. Or it's telling me that you're only invested in whatever it is that we're trying to do, as long as it's something that you want to do. So if I tell you, well, if I'm your husband, at that point you should be at a point where you trust my judgment. So if I say that it's a better move for us to invest the money and most likely potentially double or even triple the money that we have available for the vacation. And again, like the guy said in the video, he didn't say that they're not going on the trip. They said we're postponing the trip. So I'm saying we're not canceling the trip entirely. We're just postponing it to another day. And you tell me that you're going to go on a vacation by yourself, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some. We got to have some real conversation about it, because how truly invested in our family and our future are you? That's all I got for now.
What kind of problems you gonna have?
We're gonna have some in terms of the conversations that are gonna ensue afterwards. Because like I just said, like
what kind of conversations is what I'm asking. Is we talking about this is divorce worthy? Like, what are we talking about?
I would say, for me, I wouldn't jump to that, but I could see that mindset eventually leading to divorce.
Really?
First of all, Spaces don't want to say it. You're not going. That's all every day trying to get to.
I ain't saying nothing. Go ahead.
You're not going.
I got a whole different perspective.
You're not going. First of all, you're not going on the trip by yourself. Like, you can go ahead and cancel that one. That's not what is going to happen. And then another thing is, when it comes to stuff like this, the first thing I got to my mind was, why not have a conversation? Why talk about you finna go by yourself? Why not come to a solution that's in the middle? Okay, instead of us not going on a trip entirely, let's come back. You want to invest the money. I still want to go on vacation. Why we can't dumb down the vacation? Put most of the money that we was going to go on vacation for, like, let's say we had 10 bands to go on a vacation. Instead of taking a 10-band vacation, let's take a 2-band vacation. Put the other 8 bands in the market, or invest and do whatever we want to do. Why can't we dumb down it and like come to some type of agreement in the middle, instead of you talking about you're going on a vacation by yourself? You're not going on a vacation. If you're my wife, you're not going on a vacation by yourself. This shit not work. This shit not none of that. Like, if you was going on a work trip, okay, I can understand that, because I got to work too. So I can understand you going, whatever. But you talking about you finna go out of the country or to another, on a vacation to be out. No, you're not doing that. And if I'm just gonna only can go by my thing. Like, if you're my wife, you lost your fucking mind. Talking about you going on a vacation by yourself. You even gonna say some shit like that? Like, that's not cool. That's not safe. But you're talking about, he's thinking about his future, and you think about, like you can still invest and still just dumb down the vacation. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with not having a conversation with that? Like let's come, like, I'm telling you now, we shouldn't go. The market is uncertainty. And he's right. It's not uncertainty for you to just be spending money like that to where you can invest that and make a whole bunch of more money.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently he sees something, and you marry him for a reason because of what he sees. So why not shut the fuck up and trust what he's talking about? That's the thing. People always want to, like, we talk about this all the time. You always want to why things. Why this? Why that? Why we got it? Nigga, because I said so. That's why. Then you're a dictator because you said something like that, or you're not looking to, no, because I'm telling you what's going on, but you study whying it. Everything does not deserve a why. So let's dumb down the vacation, like the communication. Let's communicate, and let's like, okay, babe, I still want to go on this trip. I really need it. Okay, what will suffice to you instead of us taking a bigger one? What's like a middle ground that we can come to? Because you don't have to go on a major luxury vacation just to take pictures to put them on the gram to show your other girlfriends that you went. Because that's really what's going to happen. That's
really the ultimate goal.
Thank you. You're going to go and tell your girlfriends, Look, bitch, I was on the beach with this bikini. Look, bitch, I was on here. Look, like, that's what this really about. You're not even finna really be, like, having a good time with me. You finna be on your phone recording half of the goddamn time. So why not? We can communicate and say, okay, babe, I've been really stressed out. I really need this vacation. Okay, now we can go to, okay, what will suffice for you? What do we need to do? Because we need to put money in the market, or we need to invest money. So what can we do to still invest money but still go on this vacation trip too? Because you can dumb down a vacation. Instead of going on all them excursions that y'all done been on 11,000 times, we can just go and stay at the resort. We don't have to do nothing extra. But that's just my case. It's just about communication to me. Because we could communicate this. We didn't even have to write this thing. You didn't even have to say that dumbass comment talking about you going by yourself, anything like that. We could have did both still and been cool. That's just my opinion.
Jay, every day, what you got?
Yeah, I agree that the going by yourself, that's not happening. You dangerous. You know.
You dangerous.
Communication is key. This is the exact reason why you leave. If y'all are married, you leave your married business offline. So random people like us don't even have to comment, right? So because everybody coulda, woulda, shoulda what they was gonna do if this happened to them, but it ain't happening to them. So we can all just go by. You know what I'm saying? Me, I can give what I would do because I'm a person of my word. So if I say I wouldn't randomly just, hey, nigga, the stock market were to crash tomorrow, whatever. If I was a super investing person, nigga, when I want to go do something, I'm gonna go do it, and then going forward, we can make some money like that. But that's just me. How I operate. You see what I'm saying? So I like to do so. If I said I was going to do something, and we got plans and flights and stuff, because that's how people are. You get anxious. You didn't took your time off for work. You see what I'm saying? And everything like that. So you gotta keep in mind. So I understand where a person, they should have some compromise. To me, there should be a compromise. And okay, look, like he said, if it was a 10,000 vacation, maybe not take a 2, maybe take a 5,000. We can use some of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Right. It's a compromise somewhere in the middle. But what I'm not a fan of is going out and reaching out online to random niggas online and trying to get some information like that. That's between you and your husband, and keep it there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And if, let's just say, because Sugar Bum it seems to disagree. She said, wait a minute, can't go. What you mean?
No, you could do whatever the fuck you want to. That's my whole thing. You could do what you want to. Come back.
Hey, I'm with him too, because I told you not to go. We don't do that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even let no friend of mine. If a friend of mine and we're really cool friends, and you're talking about, oh, I'm finna take this, I'm single, I'm finna take this trip out of the country, I would tell you, sit your dumb ass down. You're not doing that. That is the most dangerous thing to do. Then you want somebody to come over there and save your little ignorant ass from going over there by yourself. People kidnap people all the time. And if somebody's like,
we ain't got no bread for you, B.
That's what I'm saying. I would never tell a friend of mine that's a lady to go on a trip by herself. I would recommend that she don't do that shit. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Because you know people look at you from the time you get off the plane to the time you do everything you do to see if a man came with you or if you with some girlfriends of yours. And when they see that you've been by yourself all the time, they're plotting and scheming on you.
Definitely predators out here. Now, if you go on a they got those group trips or something where somebody, okay, maybe that or something. But if you go on, and even that to me is dangerous.
Yeah.
But you need to be going on, especially out of country trips. I'm assuming there's got to be like an out of country or cruise or something like that. Like you never know what's going to happen on these trips. I mean, there's plenty of things online that people can watch on YouTube of people coming up missing, organs missing, all types of wild shit. Like, I mean, damn, you guys are so. Y'all so risky.
Doing that. You're not as a friend. No, I care about you too much. You're not doing that shit. And guess what? If you do go and you go against that, you might as well when you back lose my number.
Yeah.
For real, because that's stupid. I don't want no friends of mine or my wife. No, you don't do that. Like, and then women think you're just trying to control them. No, it's a safety issue. Like, what the fuck is wrong? That's a safety issue. You cannot come back from that.
I definitely agree. I think this is a testament to how this is a testament to the example that we used before about if a man and a wife in the house and a wife at night wants to, let's say 12 o'clock at night, wants to go for a jog. Man's going to say, don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
I did it before.
Nah.
I've been doing this for this amount of time. Or I should be able to do whatever I want to.
Sorry, Will.
Yeah, man. Because it's been. Tell y'all a quick story, right? Me and my wife. Sometime my mother them, need help or whatever like that. So we have to run over there. Sometimes I don't be home because I work late or whatnot like that, or sometimes I'm just not getting home. She have to go by herself. I dread that. And she'll just stay the rest of the night over there. She call me when she get there. I'll be on the phone with her the whole time. When she get there, she go in the house, everything cool. She stays there the rest of the night because her mother them need her there. But I don't play that.
That's a beauty.
But any man that really cares about you is not going to play that because he knows, like, it's not all men. It's just a selected few. But you might get that selected few that one night. And it's dangerous. But it's just, that's one thing about me. That's out of the question about going by yourself out of the country. Nah. Girlfriends, I can see you going, I'm not one of them dudes who be like, oh, all girl trip. No, I'm not one of those dudes that say that. I don't think y'all just be out there fucking all the time. No, I don't. But going by yourself is a no go. Out of the question. That's not one of the answers.
So what if she goes anyway?
Like Jay every day said, I can't stop you from going. I can stop where I'm going. You can't stop me from where I'm going when you get back.
Yeah.
Mike don't ever see me again. You might just get some letters in the mail. Who knows? My big thing is don't force me to make a decision that you're not going to like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a safety. To me, it's just strictly safety.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't want anybody that I care for, just out there on a vacation by themselves. I'd be worried. You know what I'm saying? Plus, and you going on, and maybe she could just be saying that, but it's almost kind of like trying to, I don't like it because it's almost a manipulation tactic because it's almost like you trying to force me to be like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm going to go too.
Tomorrow, I'm going anyway. No, the fuck you not.
Right.
Like, get your ass in that room and sit down somewhere and think about what you said.
It becomes so maybe she's just saying that too.
Yeah. It can sound like I'm a controlling husband. All y'all want, y'all can say all that shit you want to, but no. Especially if I love you, no, you're not doing that. No, you're not. Get your ass in there. I'm gonna treat you. You want to act like a little kid? I'm gonna treat you like one. Go in that room and think about what you said, and then come back and talk to me later when you cool down.
OG said, my wife and I go on separate vacations and vacations together. If it works.
Yeah, but
if it works, me personally, that's really for no other, well, I ain't gonna say for no other reason, but the number one reason as to why I would disagree with it and why I agree with these guys and saying, no, I would, no, you're not going, is for safety. Hypothetically, we have kids. It's for safety. Okay, so you go on this vacation by yourself. That means you decided to abandon our children. Because you didn't like we said, we didn't have a conversation about it. You just said I'm going by myself. So now we got to make different. We have to have a different conversation, and different accommodations have to be made.
Yeah, we can. To me, it's the communication. Because we could have been like, okay, babe, you say you don't want to invest this. I still want to go on a vacation. So what can we do to come to some type of agreement in the middle for us to do? Like we were saying, can we dumb it down a little bit? Instead of taking the $15,000 trip, can we just take, say for instance, y'all budget was 20 bands.
We can't do that no more. Maybe we could do this.
Thank you.
And invest the money. I feel like the vacation, personally, I feel like the vacation still should be on. Since be a person of your word. Look, you know what I'm saying? We probably can't do that. I see an opportunity for us to make some money.
Yeah.
Right? So, we're not going out to Italy and you ain't going by your fucking self. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we can go to Little Italy in Chicago and have some fucking peace. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just about communication. Like women say all the time about communication. That is a good communication for us to sit down and have a talk. We can go get on a drive and talk about this shit. Yeah. And that's a perfect example why I got the mess today.
Well,
she said you canceled Italy.
She said you canceled. You canceled
we
Italy.
Still going to Italy.
We just going to Little Italy.
Not this year.
We can go to New Jersey, full of Italians out there. You can walk the Jersey Shore, you know what I'm saying? See, what's her name? Snooki, all that shit.
Yeah, we can Mike. We can say all them from Jersey
all
Shore.
All them motherfuckers.
Paulie, all them.
All the moolies.
All the moolies.
Wait, we the moolies. All of them.
I like that number, 20 bands, right?
Yeah, and they can just take it to 5. We can invest in 15, we can take it to 5. So now we might not be able to stay in the finest hotel over there. It's going to be a decent hotel. We might not be able to go on all those excursions. We still over there.
Yeah. Sugar Bone said, that ain't right.
Look, man.
1,000%. And think about it this way, too. Okay, we dropped the vacation funds down from 20 bands to 5 bands. but it's all in effort and attempt to turn this 20 bands into 60. Think about that, or more realistic number, 40.
Oh, no,
32.
no. Remember all them Birkins y'all wanted? I'm trying to get you a Birkin.
What? The fuck out of here.
No, I ain't buying a Birkin. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to get you a Birkin.
Okay,
The car you want it, I'm trying to get you the car. I'm trying not to go in debt to get the car. I'm trying to get the car for you.
So the question is, right? So
Naps and Beauties with another fire question.
So if you do the investing, right, and you decide she goes with you with the vacation thing, she decides, okay, well, we're not gonna take the vacation, and it doesn't materialize for her, because you're gonna have to explain this shit to her. Yeah. It's just not money that, you know what I'm saying. It's not your money per se.
It's
just
y'all money.
It's y'all money,
yeah.
And it doesn't materialize, right? And you didn't postpone this fucking vacation. Now what? Because that's not act like just this shit is 100% like you're finna get this bread.
Now guess what? I work double time to give you the best vacation that we're going to take it the next time. And you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm going to have to work double time, triple time, but I'm going to get it done. Because like you say, I'm a man of my word. I told you this was going to plan out. It didn't plan out. That's on me. I'm going to take that fault. You right, babe. I did. You give me all the blame. But trust and believe your next vacation is going to be the one you ain't going to never forget in your life.
Well, that's very noble.
120%. I agree.
Y'all some noble niggas.
That's just what. That's just the way I do it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this. Whatever little fair, I got you. Because it was on me. I did this. So I got to take the blame for that.
I agree. Sugar Bum, is that a good middle ground?
Sugar Bum, like you got me fucked up. We going. Nigga, I follow everything you want, but I've been planning this vacation for a year. I've been looking at this shit. I done saw them stilettos. I done saw them heels. I done saw them Fendi bathing suits, Gucci bathing suits that I've been trying to take pictures in. We going. I ain't trying to hear what you talking about.
She said maybe.
Would have told Sugar Bum, man, listen here, man. That's why I ain't even go to the courthouse to pick up the document to say that we was married. That shit ain't even official. We just did it in the church. Yeah. You get the fuck on.
We ain't signed no paperwork.
We ain't signed no paperwork.
So Nasty Beauty said, do you all believe the one who puts the most in the bucket should have the last say when it comes to this?
No.
Nah, that ain't how it kind of work, though.
Yeah, I don't believe in that, but it got to be one leader.
That's how the wife in this scenario is moving, though.
No, she ain't moving like that, because she's a motherfucker that's reaching out. She just talking.
Yeah, I just think it's always got to be one leader. It can't be, because somebody's gonna have to have the final say, even if you the woman that's having the final say or you the man that's having the final say. Somebody's gonna have the final say, because we're not gonna agree on everything. Somebody's gonna have to be like, okay, well, you make the decision on this. Whatever you say at this right now, we're gonna go by.
My question with this, even with her reaching out, because again, I have a big problem with her reaching out to whoever she reached out to, and it's like, it doesn't matter what anybody online gonna say.
No, it's
like,
what y'all
it's not right. So what's the point of involving anybody else? You're not gonna reach out and ask people online and then get the answers that you was looking for, and then tell me, hey, come back and look at this. See, I told you everybody agree with me. That's gonna make me even more mad.
Right.
Fuck you getting them niggas' opinion for?
Yeah, fuck them. I don't give no fuck about what they talking about.
Not at all.
You married to them or you married to me?
You want to go to jail or you want to go home?
No, the reason why what we started talking about in this conversation with, I think it was Naps and Beauty's question about the tariffs. I didn't know it was a 13-minute long comedy skit or set, but it's Ralphie May. If you just go to YouTube and type in Ralphie May tomatoes, it's about 13 minutes long. And he explains this in layman's terms about how, when it comes to the tariffs, I think the idea is, I'm convinced that the idea is to revert all of the manufacturing and production back to America. Half-baked idea, I think. Maybe the execution wasn't the best, but I think that's the idea, is to bring it all back to America.
But can we withstand it, though? That's the thing. It's a great idea, but was this thought out, and can we withstand bringing all the manufacturing back here? Can we
bring all? You can't bring all just for the simple fact of you don't have the resources to bring all. Certain natural resources isn't even available like that. Certain environmental regulations that we have that we didn't have back in the industrial revolution and shit like that. We don't have those shit no more. So you're gonna have to kind of change those laws as well. Like, niggas ain't working in coal mines and shit like that, and all types of different. Nah, man, nope.
That's a great point, Molly. Molly said, and to incentivize other countries to drop their tariffs against the U.S. Yes, I agree with that 100%. Be Humble said, plus Americans want too much, K9 visas would go through the roof. National Beauty said fireworks are going to be expensive this year. I don't buy them no way.
Chicago turn up.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest holidays in Chicago, and that's one of the ones.
They start a week in advance.
Yeah.
They shooting some now right now.
And 4th of July on a Friday this year?
Yeah.
Well, Chicago, the city, finna be crazy this year.
Chicago is a random place where they shoot fireworks. Just, you know what I'm saying? This is October 13th. They shoot.
I was pulling off from work, and I heard a firework go off. I'm like, for what?
I heard one other day, and I almost pulled out the banger. I'm like, no, y'all ain't popping fireworks right now.
That's exactly how I react.
What the fuck going on around here?
Shit, if you was just pulling out the banger, it was too late.
That's a fact.
All right, so another thing Maul sent to us, different conversation. Thank you guys for kicking it with us. Yeah, you guys are very engaging today. Appreciate it.
It's been a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you for kicking with us. And
Molly and Sugar Bomb that came and turned this bitch up. You hear me? Yeah. Turned this motherfucker up. And it used to be DXPH and Be Humble, but Molly and them came and turned this motherfucker up.
Yeah, share this with 2 people. Let them know your favorite after church podcast is live and kicking it, having fun conversation right now.
Yes, indeed.
But this is another thing Maul sent to us. And we've, like Maul said, I just read the title. I didn't hear the video. But we've talked about this before, but I think this is a decent perspective. Let's see.
Look, because I told my daughter, yeah, baby, don't worry about it. You can always come home. You always got a room. My son, he can come home, but he get the couch. Eventually, he got to get the couch. He got to. He a man. You got to go. You can always come home, and sometimes it may not fit when shit don't work out. I ain't knocking that because you got to get back up on your feet. You know what I'm saying? But just know, nigga, this is temporary. Home, and I fucked up because I told my...
Let's see what the comments are saying. This person says, Sansaray, Monique. Why do parents feel comfortable with their daughters moving back in, but not their sons?
Oh, that's some feminine shit. Here we go.
It often comes down to societal expectations and gender roles. Many parents feel that daughters need more protection and support, while sons need to be. That's way too long. I didn't know that was that long. Well, we get the idea.
She just mad. She didn't have a daddy. She could go.
She have a daddy.
She have a daddy. Well, her daddy said you can come back home.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maul, did you have any particular question with that, or?
No, it was just like how do y'all? I get them. I get the gist of it, but I'm not putting my y'all already know my sentiment about my son. My son ain't got to go nowhere for a little minute after he graduated high school.
But this isn't putting out though, right? This is
sit on the couch. But I understand.
This is coming back, no?
Yeah. He did say come back, and he got the couch.
Yeah.
My son I will always have enough room for my son, or however many kids I have, or whatever I have taken care of. They will always have their room still there. It'll still be the same way you left it when you left. Whatever you get on hard times, you can come back. Will it be rules and regulations? Yes. Will it be all that structure? Yes. But you don't have to sleep on the couch. And I get the gist of what he's saying, but couch, no. It wouldn't be the couch. It wouldn't be the couch. And then my daughter had the same thing too, because you got to get out here too. Because like if you don't have no man or nothing like that, and I'm not saying women need a man to take care of them, no. But it's certain things I will teach my daughter from when you're single and from when you have a man. It's certain things you don't do when you have a man. But you have to do everything when you don't have one. A couple examples. If you got a man, you shouldn't be pumping no gas if he's in the car with you. If you have a man, you shouldn't be taking out no garbage because he's there. You have a man, you shouldn't be lifting nothing heavy. You act like your wrists and arms broke. You shouldn't be touching no door handles. All these type of things. This is things you do. But now if you out here, you walking single, you have to do all these things. You're going to have to take out the garbage. You're going to have to pump your own gas if me and your brother not with you or something like that. So it's certain things you have to do. My son, I would be teaching him different too because there's certain things are how you move too. So I get what he's saying. I get the gist of it, but the couch, I ain't with the couch. I understand it was like a little sentiment or whatever about the couch. It was just like a, figure of speech or whatnot, but yeah, not the couch.
He talking about the couch. Don't you have a mansion?
No,
I think it was
that was a figure of speech, man.
I'm
Y'all on this couch shit,
No,
man.
that's why I said it's a figure of speech. I understand that figure of speech.
That's why I felt like it was just a thing to tell somebody as a man.
Yeah, you
you should go ahead and get back out there.
you gotta get back
You see what I'm saying? The couch to me is a figure of speech. It wasn't like nothing literal. Yeah. And even if it is the couch, I'm letting you coming back to the crib. Fuck. This my man. This my shit. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and get yours. So very often that you think just because a parent is a celebrity or something that they gotta, we see so many celebrity kids. What's his name? King or some shit?
King Harris,
Right.
T.I. son.
Right. He think he T.I. Nigga, no. You know what I mean? Your mama tiny. I'm just saying though, right? As a man, to me is just teaching his son or whatever. Hey, you know what? As a man, you can't depend on nobody.
Yes.
I don't care who it is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't here, you have to get out there anyway.
Yep.
Right. So, and that's how I'm looking at it. But and a lot of times for the girls, we know it can be a little bit more harder for the girls. You just don't want your daughters at nobody random house. You know what I'm saying? Come on back in for a little while or whatever. So I don't see it as a gender role or it really just parenting. I guess
I get totally what he was saying though. I totally get what he's saying.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with his approach to it.
50 Cent sound weird.
I just go from a different standpoint. I err on the side of them all. As long as you're trying to be a productive individual, as long as you're going to work and going to school trying to better yourself, then you can stay as long as you need.
Okay, let's put a
As
time
long- as
limit.
long as
How long is that?
I say me, because the way kids are right now, and I was talking to my wife about this, I don't think kids should be out here at 18, 19, 20, 21, or 22.
I'm talking about you already, because his thing is if you've been out and
Oh,
then
you've
you
been out
came back.
already?
This ain't necessarily leaving out the nest.
Okay.
You've been out, you came back. There's a little different, right? You didn't smelt yourself. You've been out in the world. You've been out here fucking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You've been outside now, right? So I can't. This is not you just leaving the nest and going. Now you've been outside. You've been doing your own thing. Because I know when I had to move back to the house, it was like shit. Let me hurry up and get the fuck on. You know what I mean?
6 months to a year.
Okay.
6
Right.
months to a year.
So we're not finna just sit up here and coddle anybody for 5 and 10 years because they doing
hell no, hell
right.
no,
That's
no, no, no,
and that's basically what he's saying.
No.
Like we're not finna be coddling kids or our children, right? And you 45 years old until you 55,
Yeah.
right? Because you had to come back to the crib. Hard times come anytime.
Yeah. But yeah, I do believe, because now it's like, this ain't for you to just come play. You need to have, you got to move back. Okay, son, let's come in my office. We got to talk. Okay, what did you go wrong? You start asking questions.
See how much money he got? He got an office.
Yeah. what did it go wrong?
He ain't say let's sit at the table and talk. He said let's go come to my office.
Yeah, what did we go wrong? Okay, what did we go wrong? What you think you need to do different? Okay, now Pop's got to put his 2 cents in. Okay, you need to do this. You need to have this saved. You need to do this. You got, this amount of time. So you hitting the ground running. This ain't just for you to just come in here and scratch your nuts on the bed or something like that.
No.
This ain't for you to come down and let your hair. This is grind and work time. You don't have to pay me no bills. You're going to have to pay something, but you don't have to pay me no major thing. And we need to put that up towards the other savings you got. Because I will take that. I will put it in the savings for you for when you move back out. But you're going to have to pay something because you can't just stay here, totally free. You feel me? It's going to be a little portion. It's going to be nothing bigger. But we got to get you back on the thing. You come back in here saving day one.
Yeah, you can't be in this bitch forever.
You ain't going out partying. It ain't no party time no more. Party is over. It's time for you to get back on your grind and get you back out here so you won't have to come back ever again.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have any qualms with that whatsoever. I think that's perfect. That's a perfect approach to the whole situation.
Yeah.
The age that I'm thinking about is the age of, let's just say 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fall on hard times, age of 30 needs to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 months to a year for y'all.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good period for you to get back on your feet. I think a full year for you to get back on your feet and shit to start shaking.
And you need to be showing me.
Yeah.
You dig?
You better not come in here with no new J's. I don't want to see no new outfits.
No.
I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see you eating out restaurant food.
Better not smell like liquor, none of that.
Yeah, I don't want none of that. Ain't
You
no
need to
time
be
for
in
that.
bed. There's rules around this bitch. Lights out at 9.
Matter of fact, ain't no fucking either.
No fucking.
You finna be motherfucking backed up.
First of all,
You finna be
there's
straight backed
definitely
up.
no fucking in my crib. Like the only going on.
Yeah, that's a fact. You done heard me plenty of times say that, boy.
Fucking in
That's
my
a rule.
crib?
Ain't none
I
of that. No. Matter of fact, you better not even get no hotel to fuck. Broke niggas don't deserve no coochie. Not right now. You don't deserve no coochie right now because you had to come back, so we got to get you back right.
You
So
can
no
move
coochie for you.
you can move to Minnesota.
No
A lot of
coochie
broke
for
niggas
you.
get pussy in
No
Minnesota.
no coochie
Move to
for you.
Minnesota. Get you one of them little white
No
bitches.
coochie for you.
But we said earlier, broke men get the most
Yeah,
though.
but
They do.
you one of them broke niggas that ain't gonna get no coochie.
Not
no
in here.
coochie for you.
Not in here.
No, not even in no hotel room. I bet not, nigga. No,
Look, man, I don't know what you talking
no,
about, man.
no,
but then,
no.
know
You
what I'm
bet
saying?
not. You ain't got enough money for no hotel room.
It's mom.
Yeah, that's me. I'm coming, pulling up. Get up. Mid-stroke, get up.
Oh,
Yeah, put your clothes on.
that's
Young
different.
lady, get dressed.
that's different. Nah,
You don't deserve that. Come on, let's go. Go get back to work.
Molly,
mid-stroke. You already done got your pussy. You just need to let him finish.
Nah, he ain't no completions. Let's go.
Molly said, "What if the kid is a forever student?" I don't know.
Student.
What's a forever student? Oh, you talking about like a scholar, like those type of people?
Yeah, I don't know the
No.
full details on that.
Go stay at the door. You're not Nope. Nope.
Go stay in school. Nah. But for me, if my child was roughly around 30, 32, and they need to come back home, there's no questions. As long as you are, not doing nothing crazy as to the reason why, you don't get, you know what I mean? You ain't broken no laws or did nothing crazy. Yeah, you can come back. Now, we're going to devise a plan for sure. Like, I don't know if it's 6 months to a year. It may, the next goal in my mind would be to get a place that my child owns.
Yeah, I know my plan.
So I personally don't think that would be feasible in 1 year, because chances are they got student loan debt or credit card debt, whatever the case. I would say pay that down first, but I give it solid 2 years.
But that's why I say I don't think kids should, period. Like when they get out of high school, when the kid first get out, you need to devise a plan to where, okay, I know you got to get this little fund out your system and all that stuff. Kids shouldn't be moving straight out of their parents' house going to go pay bills and shit like that. They should be still staying at the house like most of these other coaches. Them other coaches don't move into just like apartments and shit. They move into cribs. Move into cribs so everybody get together. We all pay this shit. Okay, now when we get all this paid off, now we go to another crib. We buy that crib, we get all this paid off, now we keep trickling down on that. That's why you see them homeowners at 30, 28, 9, 20, 30, because they doing that type of stuff. And we ready as a coach of what we doing. My son better not talking about he ready to go. No, you ain't going no fucking way. You better go get your ass back to work and get back in there and go to sleep.
I ain't never heard nobody who actually had both parents, that's their parents too, that they said, now you grown, get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that as somebody just my time of living in almost 40 years.
Damn, I
right?
never thought about
So in almost 40 years, like this brother over here to the right, the chocolate one, you know what I mean?
He an ON and trainer.
I'm a YN-ON, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're an ON and trainer.
No, you're an ON-YN right now. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that I've never seen that where a person actually had these as their parents, mom and dad, you know what I'm saying, born from them, and they was like, you know what, you 18 now, you get the fuck on. Normally, to me, that happens when
single.
It's like somebody single, like a single mother, normal, not to diss them or whatever, but that's the only time that I've really seen that.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, but I've never seen like people coming back from two-parent households who's like, hey, you get the fuck on.
Because I think
unless this was like a rambunctious ass little dude.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Now you gotta
You're
go.
fucking up the other house.
Yeah.
But I think to me, it's just that I don't think the kids should be moving out until they about 26, 27, maybe even 28 for slow learners. You got some slow learners.
Oh, slow learners. I was about to say, what'd you say?
Slow learners. The ones that don't catch on as quickly. You gotta keep damn near,
Dun dun.
Skeet.
Molly said they stay enrolled in school, so they have a place to stay. Okay, so they do stay on campus. Forever student. Okay. I knew somebody that was a forever student, but I never got into any information about that.
Yeah, I know a few forever students. They stay at home with their mother.
Okay, so here's some. Oh, you know what? Let me pull it up this way. So there was a rumor. What's his name? Yeah, this guy.
Big Dog.
You guys are into sports, so
we ain't into that sport.
But you would be more familiar with it than I.
You know who he is, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, we know A.E. Ant-Man.
All right, so Anthony Edwards. Oops. Basically, there's a rumor going around, and I found out that it was, from what I've been seeing, it's a rumor. But there's conversation about the idea of Oh, I guess it's, oh, there it is. Anthony Edwards embroiled in. Oh no, that's not it. That's not what I was talking about. But anyway,
if y'all ain't social
there's a
media,
rumor
you know what the fuck going on.
True facts.
Sugar Bum said I got out of there in 2 months. He was in my business too much.
See?
Oh, what? Molly said no at your house. Oh wow. Oh, okay, like manipulation thing. I got you. You saying being manipulative. I'm in school, so I ain't got no money. I don't got time to work.
Yeah, but guess what? When you start locking down them rules, like people fail to realize, when you're an adult and motherfucker like Jay every day when he say he had to move back to his the crib. When your mother started being in your business too much, he was like, I bet I know exactly how to get this shit over.
Mom started
Let
talking.
me
She
go-
started talking about the
Yes.
lights need to be off.
Yep.
Well, I just got off work.
Yes.
When I'm
yes.
supposed to walk around with
Yes.
the cell phone, just
Yes. You see?
all right, bet. Don't
Yeah.
even worry about
You
it.
know what that is, though? You know what that was for, right? Get your shit together and get the fuck out of my house.
Sugar Bum.
That's what
Sugar
she-
Bum, is that controlling?
Trying to
no,
tell you,
no, she-
my mother Diffie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just be doing stuff.
I know I'm fluent in speaking nigga. Jay, every day I think you is too, right?
Yeah.
And to me, nigga talk is when you talking about cutting off my lights and I just walked in the house, that means, nigga, hurry up, get your shit together and get out my crib. In a nice way.
To a degree, yeah, it could be.
That's nigga talk. Let's go.
Let's
you got,
go.
hey, you been a month. Cut them lights off.
Cut them lights off.
Next is gonna be, hey, you coming in here too late. Mine, I just got off work. I don't care. Get off work earlier.
You got the refrigerator light to light up the kitchen. Close my refrigerator.
Yeah, that's all nigga talk. This nigga talk right
Close my refrigerator.
here. Yes, that's what this going on.
Ma, I'm paying you for me to be here.
No, I don't care. You ain't paying. I don't want your money.
That confuses me. Right? Because I'm sure we all heard it. You don't got no keep the lights on money. You don't pay no bills, keep the lights off, whatever the case. You don't pay no bills in my house. So when you get older
Still my house.
and you start paying, so what was that manipulation
You don't-
tactic from the start?
That
You
was
don't
the
speak-
space.
You don't speak nigga. I just told you this. Spaces don't. That's nigga talk. That's how you speak nigga. That's code for you. You need to hurry up, get of age, and get out my house. I want to walk around this bitch naked with whoever I want to be with. Get out my house. That's essentially. That's a nice way of saying it for mothers.
No, sometimes as teenagers and young adults, people just be leaving shit on too.
Yeah, they do.
Like you turn that shit off.
Yeah, it's just nigga talk to me. That's just this what called speaking nigga.
You know.
DHPX says space is a little slow.
That's the 28, 29 year old.
I'm just saying, like,
He gonna be in the crib for a minute.
if you're gonna still if you're gonna hold it over my head when I don't have the ability to pay bills at 10 or 11, this is my house, you don't pay no bills, and then when I get to age and I'm still in the house 24 years old and I'm paying bills, you still say and I'm paying bills and you still say it.
Yeah,
Or you're
you-
just looking for a power, like you just own a power trip. Is that
You
what it
paying
is?
bills, but you ain't paying enough to get your own shit. That's the whole thing.
Speaking
That's
nigga.
the whole thing. You paying bills, yeah, you pay the light bill, right? But what about this gas bill? You know what I mean? What about this mortgage?
Yeah, that's the one.
You know what
The
I mean?
mortgage.
What
That's
about the
one.
insurance?
Yes.
Matter of fact, nigga, what about the taxes that come up once or twice a year that I got to pay on this shit?
Hey, I just
Don't
told
tell me
you.
about no little funky ass $200 light bill.
Told you.
You
Speaking
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Yeah.
I know I didn't say my nigga quota for the day. My bad.
What if he does pay the mortgage? Hypothetically.
Oh, so now your mama stay with you. You don't stay with your mama.
Technically, on paper, the house is in her name.
Cool.
but I'm paying-
If you pay the mortgage, then you should be getting your own shit. That's
Basically what it is.
That's it. Like, what? Why would I sit there and wait? You know, if it's really hurting my feelings, like, and continue paying the mortgage, you must be getting a good deal. The mortgage might be $600-700. Market rent anywhere is probably $1,500-1,600. You know what I mean? So guess what? You just getting a good deal. Don't be talking like you doing me a motherfucking service.
I'm saving you $700 a month.
And you saving yourself $1,000 a month. Don't act like you doing me no service. Go get your own shit. This my shit.
Say it again.
This my shit. My name is on the motherfucker. You get some shit where your name is on there.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, this is my
Tabernacle.
shit. So if you leave tomorrow, guess who's still responsible?
Preach.
Me. You know what I mean?
Preach.
Me.
If I
Jay, every day,
Preach.
no days off.
Preach.
No, DHP says spaces they don't get it. I do get it. I'm just saying it's a manipulation tactic from the start. Is what I'm saying.
It's not a manipulation.
It is because you're saying I'm gonna put these. This is for me to encourage you to move out. That's what we've been saying this whole time.
then get your own shit.
See, y'all don't get it.
No, I get what you. It's not manipulation. To me, it's like, well, we're equal. Like there's going to be a back and forth.
No.
This my shit.
It's not.
Get
That's
your
a
shit,
prime
and
example.
then we ain't
There
going to
you
have
go.
to have
That's
no
perfect.
back and forth.
That's a prime
We're not
example.
equal.
Yeah.
I'm your parent.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
I agree
on.
with that. I agree with
We're
that.
not
I just,
equal. You right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
real
angle right
simple. Like, ain't no back and forth. I don't give a fuck how much you done pay. You could pay it 10 years in advance. My name on this shit. This my shit.
there. Yeah, it's not no back and forth.
Yeah, ain't no back and forth. You're not doing me no favor.
It's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, there you go.
You could even have bought the motherfucking house, and I got the deed in my name.
Yeah,
My shit.
yeah,
Man.
yeah. It's not a back and forth.
Yeah.
is it in reverse? Would it work in reverse if his name was on it, but the mother was paying bills?
Then I stay with you. Oh, but that's your mother, man. You can't talk.
Oh
to her
my
crazy.
God!
You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, try talking to your mother crazy and see how it go.
Hey, I wouldn't recommend you that if you got a father.
I'm just saying, man, can we call
You know,
it
just no, man, that's your
I
mom's,
would-
man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? And what she say, man, you came out my ass. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy.
It's two people I wouldn't recommend that with. If you got a black mama or if you got a mama and a dad in the household, don't come at your mama like that because your daddy will fuck you clean up.
Yeah.
And your mama will fuck you clean up if you had a black one because she know how to
Come on,
motherfucking
man.
block
Kid
too.
Capri over here fucking up.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be kids. Don't go out here and be like a Spaces.
I didn't say I was gonna do that. I'm
got
just
you talking back right here like it's cool.
I'm just challenging the mindset because from the age of whatever, we've all heard, at least we've heard somebody say it, or we've heard our parents say something to the effect of "You're not paying bills." So that sounds to me when I start paying bills, I get more say so.
No, it's normally because you're
So
probably
why
doing
even
something
have a-
rebellious
why
or you're
even say
not
that
listening.
in the first place.
Because you're doing something rebellious. You're not listening. I understand as a person who was once a child and now have my own children, you're not paying no bills. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, once you have them kids, whenever you have them, you know what I mean? You're going to be like, all right, I get it. I promise you. I promise you will.
You say, yeah.
Molly said, "No, it doesn't work like that." I'm not disagreeing with anything anybody's saying. I'm saying I always had an issue with that phrase.
Of course.
Because if it's like no matter what scenario that comes into the equation, it's still, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. No, this is my house. No, I'm paying all the bills. You don't pay bills? No, this is my house. I pay all the bills. All right. A year goes by. The child is paying the bills. Or my name is on the deed.
How often
How
is
many times are we
the
gonna push the goalposts
how
back?
often is niggas paying all the bills? You
Or
wouldn't be
whatever-
at the crib.
Or whatever bill. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, you said you ain't
The
paying
AT&T
no
bill ain't shit, man. Like people like no, bro, no.
bills. AT&T, what you mean? Phone bill or cable or what?
Whatever comes with AT&T, it could be the bundle. Like like none of that shit.
Michael Barrett, what's good, bro? Welcome to the live, bro. I'm saying,
Oh my God!
Like this,
if I say you don't put gas in my car and then you start putting gas in my car, then this is a different conversation.
you still can't drive my car how you want to. This is my shit. You can't drive my car how you
I'm
want.
saying.
That goes with the house shit. You don't get to do what the fuck you want to. Just this my shit. Get your shit.
Malcolm, what's
Why
going
can't
on,
we
bro?
get your ass the fuck on? Why would somebody want to back and forth with somebody the whole time if I'm telling you, hey, this my shit?
I'm just saying it's a wild thing. I personally think
wouldn't
people
say
shouldn't
it
say
to my
that if that thing is accomplished and you're still saying it or you're still moving the goalposts back, you shouldn't say it in the first place.
Okay,
If I
so what
say-
should they say? If they normally, because like I said, a lot of times when a parent tells you, you know what I mean, you don't pay nothing around here, it's normally has something to do with whatever it is, right? You leaving the lights on around here, right?
Mommy say I spent on you mix.
If you leaving the lights on, you don't pay you don't pay the lights, right?
He grew up in a black
So-
household. That's all it is. Because I get it. I grew up in
If you don't pay the lights, right, and your parents say you don't pay nothing around here, you don't pay the lights, right? So you said they should stop it all together. What should they say to that child?
I'm gonna have you pay this bill.
At 10 years
so-
old, because
so
we brought 10, right?
Well,
That was one
I'm
at
talking-
10 years old. What bill? What money?
Be almost said space is white with a tan. I don't think it should be said because that automatically puts the thought process in that child's mind. Okay, I need to figure out how I can start paying bills.
And so at any time you was told, have you ever been told that?
Yeah.
And you was thinking about how you could start paying bills. You start giving up your little allowance money to pay some light bills.
At the end of the conversation, I was like, "What? How am I supposed to do that? What? I'm only 10."
You're thinking really deep.
That's too literal. It was basically to turn this shit off when I tell you to turn it off. You don't pay whatever it is.
I agree with that. I 1000% agree with that. Y'all going crazy in the comments.
DHPA say he lying. I think so, man. This nigga, he pulled the stogie approach, being a contrarian.
Yeah, I've been stopped. So I'll go Jerry, they can go back.
Because I'm going to keep going until I'm 40. I told y'all, you niggas not going to be having these conversations when I'm 40. I'm just going to be looking at niggas like this nigga.
You see, I'm 40 already and I stopped?
I see.
I stopped.
That's why I said that's ON shit.
Yeah.
Still a YN until I'm 40.
You're a preteen ON.
Yeah.
Preteen
I'm preteen ON.
Yeah.
Nelson Beauty said, "Do you all believe when a child starts adult responsibilities early, i.e., paying bills, will cause a dysfunctional relationship between the parents and child?" OG said he's slow.
You say what? Yeah, OBGYN.
OBGYN.
OG. I wish I was Heathcliff Huxtable. What? You know what I'm saying? Listen to that. OGBYN.
Do you think a parent having their child pay bills will cause a fringe on a relationship?
No, it's just teaching them responsibility. You're getting some type of responsibility. Because we already know when you let kids ride free and just do whatever and don't give them no responsibility, that fucks them up when they're adults. It takes them a long time before they get it and before it clicks in their head about how this world works.
Jay Day got something to say. He looking like you got something.
Yeah, I don't believe that children should be taking on full responsibility of any adult. So if that's the question that you're asking, yeah, it's going to cause some dysfunctional relationship between the parent and the child. Like you shouldn't have to take on basically what their responsibility is, right? So anything outside of the necessities, and they want you to pay for it, right? So you might want a specific type of cell phone or whatever. Well, that might cost extra, right? I can get you this government phone.
I get you this flip phone.
What I'm talking about is like I understand what you're saying. When you're saying full responsibility, I'm not talking about full responsibility.
Right, no, but I'm going off the question when she said full
gotcha.
adult responsibility.
Yeah, I'm not with the full adult responsibility.
Right.
Because you still got to be a kid. I love kids to be kids. Right. That's why we have grown kids and grown folks' business and all that stuff.
Yeah. So as far as adult responsibilities taken on, you paying on somebody else's child care and shit like that,
no.
right? And you're a child yourself. No, I don't agree with that, and I think it could maybe cause some strain for sure.
Yeah.
In that regard, yeah, I agree. I think the proper way to handle it, and maybe I'm being naive about this as well, but I think the proper way to handle it is present that as a responsibility that they have to take care of, because once they move out, this is going to be something that they're going to be taking care of.
Yeah, it's like when you do studies about kids who got bank accounts early, they do much better in life. When kids have a little bit of responsibility. I'm not saying simply saying you got to feed and clothe yourself, you got to buy everything for yourself, and you got to help pay on this rent. No, like some people might be single mothers might have you helping with that because she need a little help because she don't have nobody and she's doing the best she could. So you might be helping her out, but. For the simple fact, I only can go by what I go by because my son stay with you got both his parents. Like, yeah, we're gonna give him a little
slight flex.
we gonna give him a little responsibility. Like you want a car, okay? You're gonna have to probably pay the insurance to the car. We'll get you to pay for the car, but you might have to pay for the insurance. You got a cell phone bill. That's a privilege. You might have to pay for the privilege of the cell phone bill. But as far as the rent going on, these lights on in this house, your food and all that, no, we got that.
Let me get a couple dollars on these rent.
Yeah, you don't gotta
give me a couple dollars.
Yeah, on this rent. No, I got that. That's what Pops got here. Because even if he was or was not here, I would still have to pay all this shit regardless.
Right.
So I got this. But your little extra activities, you want to go to the movies, you want to buy you some new J's, you want to buy okay, that's extra. So that's on you. But your stuff that you're going to have to go through on a normal basis for you to live, Pops got that. Don't worry about that. Pops got that.
Sugar Bum said, agreed. She said, I think people should have mandatory parenting classes before having a child. That's not lucrative enough for the government, Sugar. She also said, I don't think people should be having children before the age of 35 also.
I thought about that before. I mean, this is way after I didn't hear all three of mine. but you know, I did think about it. I think, of course, you'll be more financially successful. At least you should be at 35, right? But of course, that ain't the case, and we know we can't live in a society that dictates when you should and shouldn't be having children.
Yeah. Sounds really good though.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna have a whole bunch of 70-year-old, 80-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Parents and shit.
Right. Yeah. Grandparents, right? Your first grandchild, you 73.
Molly said parents in classes before parenthood would be helpful. 1,000%. You know, they used to have that stuff in schools.
But who will teach these though? Because you know you got different cultures teaching different things, and you know
they definitely gonna incorporate some gay shit.
See, I was just gonna say see, but what I'm saying is like, okay, would it be a mixed culture?
Don't call
Will
them he.
we have a Asian culture mixed with the white culture?
Boy. That's a
mixed
girl.
with the, you know, the black culture mixed with the Hispanic. You know, with all these cultures combined to teach the parenting class.
Let your boys paint it. Let it paint his nails.
Yeah, see, so yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, they used to have all that stuff in school. Basically, you know, Molly said just classes on keeping the baby alive and well.
Oh yeah, we used to have that in high school. In health. They don't got health no more?
Nope.
Health. They don't have health class?
I don't think so.
I thought they had health.
I ask my son when I go.
I gotta ask my daughter. I forget. She ain't bring no babies home, which is great.
They should teach health. They should still have health class.
Shit, they should still have a home economics.
Well, home ec was an easy A. Let's go. And it was like some females in that.
They should still have automotive.
Yeah, you definitely
should still have all that stuff. They should have nursing thing.
But they take away a lot of that stuff, man.
Because I remember we was back in Crane from 2000 to 04.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin used to leave off the campus to go to her to like the UIC to go do the nursing stuff.
That's dope.
She came out ready for the nursing program and the nursing the test and all that. She could have went and took that and became a nurse.
Okay, so according to this,
home ec was so fun.
Yeah,
you get to cook.
Schools still offer health classes with many states requiring or encouraging health education for all grade levels, covering topics like nutrition, personal health, and sometimes bullying and offering yourself.
Oh, you know what? Health, I think a lot of times is combined with gym.
Yeah,
that's what it was. So it wasn't like sometimes you would take either a semester or not even a semester, just a quarter, and dedicate it to health.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. Woodshop was dope too.
Yeah, I wish I would have paid attention more because my birdhouse there wasn't no house. But I'd say I wish I paid attention more because like like you say, it comes in handy. You got to be real into geometry and shit like that too.
Wood, you can be building shelves at your crib. You can be putting whole bed sets and stuff together. Have you a nice sturdy bed, and you can build all that stuff from the wood shop.
But they try to take a lot of that stuff away and want and we talked about this before. This is when at least in Chicago we had. I'm not sure where you guys are from, but we had vocational schools, and the vocational schools taught a lot of that. Yeah. But they moved it away, and now we got all these quote-unquote tech schools. But you still need the vocational type of stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you're going to the academies and stuff like that and tech schools, and that's cool, and we're getting to that part. But it's like, okay, well, we still need the people who's going to build the architects and stuff like that, people who's going to build the homes, the plumbers, and so on and so forth. And they taught all that stuff back in the day.
You remember when the programs had like the AT&T, when AT&T back was, Bell South? Yeah. They had that where you can go from straight out of high school, you can be working for Bell South and putting wires and stuff in buildings and stuff like that.
O.G. Bolingbrook did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's how he got into it and was retired at, 45, 50? Like, that stuff really mattered. Like, I'm not going to lie. Then mechanics too, when they had the automotive, they teach you how to change a tire, how to change oil, how to change brakes, all the basic stuff to know how to keep and upgrade on your own car. Absolutely. That stuff was very, very helpful.
Definitely needed.
Yeah.
That's Beauty said they used to pass out male and female condoms in my health class back in high school. Molly said men building things is sexy. They took out the important things out of high schools. Yes.
Absolutely. They don't even do cursive.
Do what?
Cursive.
Oh, yeah, they don't write. Yeah, they don't.
Isn't that obsolete though?
With us, you need to sign some shit.
But I mean,
anybody can write spaces on.
But there's no verification behind it anyway, right?
Yeah, shit, it's something. I mean, I don't think you should take it away. Y'all was doing it. Like, why take it away? You're not doing shit else.
Molly our age, ain't it?
Because
Because the way she's talking, she's our age. Like, because I heard a lot of women.
I don't know.
our age,
Ask
but-
her favorite TV show back in the day. What was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
She said
her.
some old school shit.
Did she say Bill Nye the Science Guy or some shit?
Yeah, she said no. What you say?
Oh, what was the Cyber Chase?
Cyber Chase.
No, I don't know what she said. I don't remember what she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
she said men.
no, she's roughly our age.
Cause you know
Closer to me.
Yeah,
if
you
I'm
know,
not
these
mistaken.
new niggas pay everybody to do everything for them. They pay somebody to come put a TV up, pay somebody to come change a tire, pay somebody to come put a filter in a car, pay somebody to put a battery in a car. Like, bro, you don't know how to do that basic shit?
Yeah.
You tripping.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes the battery is kind of questionable.
And
Not because, and that's just because of the new cars. You know, because it can fuck up your whole computer.
But
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
know,
newer shit, yeah.
Newer shit can fuck up your whole car computer.
but putting up a like I think
A
you
tire? Light work.
screwing the cabinet up, putting some screws in the cabinet, or like your wife or your girlfriend go get you a TV stand to build, nigga. You got to go pay and go on an app to get somebody to come over here in their house to go build it and put this up.
See, you can use that money to invest.
Yeah, you got to know how to put up stuff, man. You got to know how to change a air filter.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time I mounted the TV on the wall, I didn't realize how much this turned into a project. Because I didn't realize I didn't have the tools, right? I didn't have the tools, but I was determined to get this shit up there and looking nice, right? Because I didn't want no raggedy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I realized, like, damn, I got to go out and get that. You know, so this is back and forth drill. Exactly.
Drill.
So I didn't bought a whole $100 and some dollars stud finder and all that.
Leveler,
Right? Leveler, yes, sir.
screwdrivers and stuff. So you,
Oh,
can screw stuff
you know, my nigga got a couple of them,
I know
but
that.
you know, but it was like, man, you gotta go out and get all this stuff,
Yep.
and you know, it turned into a project, and I got it up there, and that was cool, and I didn't pay nobody because this is something I learned on my own.
Yeah, and then
And YouTube University.
and then it's, a brother like me, I got to go all out because I can't just have the TV on the wall. Now I got to run the cords through the wall.
Through the wall.
I got to bring it out through the bottom. You feel me and stuff like that. You feel me? So I can't just have it up there just looking
No
all
raggedy shit.
Yeah, raggedy shit. No, I got to have my shit nice and neat. So he be like, man, how you do that? Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
I did. That was all me. Yeah.
took time.
And the internet dude asked me that too. He say, "Who put up your TVs? I need some." I said, "I did that." He say, "You did that for real?" He's like, "You put the cords in?" Yeah, I did that. How you do all that, nigga? Because I know how to use my hands.
The internet, dude. The fuck he there for? Let me put my own internet.
Yeah, he was coming to check the what's it called? He was coming to check the making sure everything was running. You know, you first move into a house, you got to get the everything, make sure everything going through cool, signal real good.
Yeah, man. So back to Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lord.
Yeah, we went all around.
So there's a story going on right now that he basically, if you ask me, did something different, right? Did something different. He got a woman pregnant, and instead of the rumor is, instead of him paying 18 years of child support, he's paying the 18 years right up front.
Flat fee.
That's pretty much the story. And from what I was reading, it's a rumor, it's unconfirmed. But theoretically speaking, what are you guys' thoughts about that?
I thought, you know what I'm saying, that was I guess it was a solid play. It wasn't no necessarily win. Like I said, I mean, condoms like $2.50. So all that could have been avoided, you know. So, and, you know, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't not gonna say that what I said in the group text. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just don't think at any point that, you know, it's worth $1 million. Yeah. You know, or however much you had to pay. Yeah. I don't see it being worth that. You could have just saved yourself all that problem by you know, the $2.50. Yeah.
I looked at it as like I was like, I don't think, because when you give that $1 million up, that shit is gonna be gone in the first 5 years.
Yeah, I don't want to see him on the 30 for 30.
Yeah.
I never want to see him on the 30 for 30.
Yeah. And then
talking about he ain't got no money.
Yeah. Then when you do that, she's gonna find a way to come back and ask for more. Cause you doing that based off your salary right now. He's doing that based off your salary right now. Bro, he got 2 more good max deals in him.
But that was
He's 23.
That was the whole deal that they were talking about, is that he paid up front so he wouldn't have to. It was to avoid that.
Yeah, and he got 2-3 more good. Anthony Edwards is going to be making north of a half a B. Mm-hmm. His contract is going to be like $500 million, $560. Because he's coming on these Supermax. They didn't redid these deals. They didn't renegotiate the what you call us. So I think like you say, he was trying to do that to get out of that. If this is true, because we're going on basic if this is true.
Right. This is. I found out today that it was rumors.
Yeah. So we going on base if this was true, and it's always to me, just like they say, the disclosures.
NDA.
The NDA. People get around those. So you think she's not going to find a way to get around this with a lawyer, a slick lawyer? If he can get some more money, he's going to find a way to get around this.
Absolutely.
So you just paid $1 million. Now you're going to have to pay another $10 million on the back end because your contract is north of a B.
So Aisha Howard, the mother of Anthony Edwards' child, has addressed and debunked the viral rumor, claiming Edwards requested to pay 18 years of child support upfront, clarifying that no such arrangement exists.
Okay.
So,
hey, good luck to y'all.
Hey, that's them though, man.
Yeah, good luck to y'all. How you feel about it, Spaces?
I have.
She's a predator too, by the way.
How old is she?
She's 38, 39. That's old
And
nigga
he's, what,
activity.
23?
Yeah, old nigga activity. Old cougar activity.
Molly said he better get a good accountant, financial advisor.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, right? Because ultimately my thoughts are against him and how he's moving.
Mm-hmm. Because he got 4 different ones.
I thought it was a crazy. I thought it was a crazy number like in the teens.
Nah, I heard like 4 for sure.
Oh, I thought it was a crazy number in the teens. Maybe I could be wrong. My homie
4
said that
potential children.
too.
Oh yeah,
in the
because
last 2 years.
Yeah.
that's what I pulled up before with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only one that I saw. Anthony Edwards embroidered 100K baby deletion scandal after Instagram model exposes text.
Right.
And I was going down and I was reading it. If it's gonna let me, it won't let me scroll. All right, well, but yeah, I was reading the text messages and like anybody can screenshot some text messages, whatever the case. But assuming that these text messages are real, let's see.
And yeah, DHPX, she's a predator. And if I told you it was some predators in the water, you gonna pull your dick out? You know what I'm saying? No.
There it is.
No. You gonna no.
See, like,
Fuck out of here.
she said, I still have an appointment on the 27th. Heck no, I can't do this. So now what? Wow, what a great response. Get a deletion. Honestly, I had a deletion with my son around 2 years ago. I regret it every day.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now you want to be noble.
That's
You're
crazy.
killing kids.
She's the one who got the kid by the little baby, right?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I read that, but I heard that.
been the lead baby since you been 13. Now you want to be noble.
Now you want to be
Now
no.
you got
Oh.
13 bodies on that thing.
The other girl, if I'm not mistaken.
What's one more?
What's one more? Let me see, because now she responded to this, and I think to an extent she responds to it, but she admits that she has at least one more child, and if I'm not mistaken,
I thought it
was Lil Baby's
Lil
child.
Baby child.
yeah. Now where did it?
She already went like motherfucking winning.
All right, so I just happened to see this on Reddit.
Her voice made me. Oh my god, she's annoying.
You saw this?
Yes. 13 to blush. It's crazy. Man.
13.
I've also come to realization that there are
Oh, shit.
certain
Oh.
allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful.
Yeah, 13 abortions. You a serial killer.
From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there is no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is
Hey, pause it real quick.
comments that say,
She said she had a deletion like 2 years ago. So I was wondering like who was that nigga? Was like just a random nigga?
That was a different girl that had the.
Oh, okay.
That was a different girl.
All right.
A different Instagram model
Okay.
before her.
for her.
So that's another reason why I'm against Anthony Edwards in this, because you have a pattern, bro.
Yeah, he's dumb for sure.
And then I don't care how much money you make, bro. Like if you can't tell me that this instance and smashing this chick is worth the amount of money that you're gonna possibly pay out in child support, even if it's not I think it's $1.8 million, which is a small fraction of the amount of money you're gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
Oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compare the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that
She tried to
baby
eat right there though.
for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby?
That's motherfucker.
Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
She's a gold digger without question. Without question, because if she wasn't a gold digger, then why would anybody mess with anything less than what they can acquire, right? There's that. But at the same time, if you weren't for the money, then you would be messing with these. Maybe you have at some point in your life, but you'd be messing with these dudes that don't have anything.
That's why she deleted their babies.
That kills me. Like, I can hear Molly like this right now, because I already know how. Well, I don't know, but I imagine how Molly's going to respond. Nasty Beauty said, I really dislike how the majority of these IG models sound like corn stars.
That's a fact. That's the first thing that came to my mind is like, she a prostitute. Because you said every baby you had, dude is a millionaire. But like Jerry, they said, okay, I want to know the deletion that you had 2 years ago. Who was that baby by? Why you didn't keep that baby?
Well, that was a different girl.
No, I thought she said she had a deletion 2 years ago.
No, what I pulled up before was a different.
Oh, so that wasn't her.
Yeah, I don't know anything about whether she had deletions or not. But Molly said, "Little baby's money is drying up. She needed more income."
Hey, man. But I don't really blame them. I blame these niggas who study just going after them because they got fat asses and they cute. They ain't doing shit but fucking up your life. But keep letting them fuck up your life, man. You like it, I love it. Matter of fact, I think she need to get more. Matter of fact, yeah, I don't think 1.8 is enough. I think she need like 50% of that nigga check. Maybe that nigga stop just fucking and nothing in anything that goes around. I think she need to get more child support, to be honest.
It probably wouldn't work. We've already established that broke niggas.
Yeah, I think she need more.
Is gonna fuck. And,
Yeah,
and
I
bust
do
and
that.
shit.
But I think she need more. I think she need more.
Nah. Like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think she need more.
Nah.
I think she need to get more. I don't think she got enough.
The way I'm perceiving this, though, is, if I'm not mistaken, he said he doesn't want to have anything to do with the woman or the child.
I thought he said he didn't want no babies.
Shit,
But
ain't-
you
ain't
give
moving
that,
like you will.
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
know, man.
and that,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I get that, right? Because we hear dudes say that all the time.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
not-
understand them. But when the baby here, the baby here.
You give that thought process up. You give that right up once you shoot up the club.
Why not get snipped?
Or why not get that button? I thought they had a button.
I don't know nothing about that.
What's the button?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they had a button.
But why not get snipped though?
That's true too. I thought they had a button.
And I think they can get all that bread. They can attach it.
They can reverse it.
Reverse it.
Hey, be like, Gilly, put your dick on the shelf while you outside. Ain't that's what Gilly say outside? Put your dick on the shelf, man. You got your dick on the shelf, dude.
DHPA said, "Ma, somehow you got darker."
Yeah, I know.
Nasty Beauty said he moved on to a new GF right now. But see, this is my thing, right? It's one thing for them to separate. Now there's a baby into the equation. And one thing I cannot stand, and my opinion to him doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't care. One thing I can't stand is a man that's going to get a woman pregnant and then turn around and act like he doesn't want to be in the baby's life. You knew that you were going into this definitely more than once raw.
Yeah.
You knew what could come of this. You knew what you were doing. I don't care if you tell her that you don't want to have babies. Then you're not telling me that you don't want to have babies by the fact that you're going to her raw and shooting the club up.
Oh, I got to push back on you because I'm on the thing sentiment of that too now. He said he didn't want a baby and you still make him have a baby. I still look at you crazy. Even though you're right. It still takes two. You're right on that. I'm on the fence of both of that. But if he's telling you, oh, I don't want no kids, I don't want no kids, I don't want no kids, but you still had a kid, hey, kid here now, bro, you got to take care of your responsibility. I'm on the verge of that. But this nigga did tell you he ain't want no kids. So you got to look to like, if he's telling you he ain't want no kids, you got to, in your mind, I'm going to be a single mother.
And if she's, and I'm not absolving her of anything.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not absolving her of anything whatsoever.
She already knew that, though. That wasn't what she was after.
Exactly.
She was after the bread.
She was after the bread. And she was after his bread, and he going to give it to her he going to give her 1 point, well, theoretically. Again, they say that this is not
a fool
proven.
and his money will soon part ways, man.
Drop that bar real good.
You know what I'm saying?
Just hope that he can last it, and I hope it ain't too late for
It's
what
going to be a 30 for 30.
I hope he don't go broke by just having all these kids instead, because he on the pace of having like 10 kids in the next 2 years.
He going to be like Sean Kemp.
Yeah. So even though you got the long money now, and this is you getting paid $20-something, $30 million a year, like Cam Newton say, when them shits dry up, when you're in the off season and when you're retired, you ain't getting that money no more. You got to double down. You got to back up on your finances and cut your budgets and stuff.
He going to be doing interviews with Vlad for $500.
Oh shit.
He might be on our show. Hey, I got $500 out your hand. I do. I got it. Shit, that's gonna make our shit go up. I got it. I invested.
You right. I gotta go with you. I gotta go with you because you did say the invest part. Yeah, you right.
I'm investing.
DHPX said the Pum Pum was decent. Molly said, I hope he goes broke for having so many kids with different mothers. So he has other kids already?
Yeah, it's 4. He has 4 in the last 2 years.
4 potential. And definitely one that looks like this one.
Yeah, it's 4 in the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I mean, but he a dog on the court. Like,
yeah, he's nice.
He
Oh yeah, I saw his numbers.
Yeah,
I saw his number when
cheap.
I was reading the article.
But he's an idiot.
It's like 24 points, like 9 assists, 5 rebounds and 9 assists or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. He'll dunk on your ass.
Yeah, and I think what that errs on the side of what it is that I think is going on with these younger players and them having the money up front for their contracts. From what I understand, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
What you mean having money up front?
But it's like previously the players had to work up to the money that they got.
No. But when you come,
niggas
when
been
you,
doing
you still got to do the same thing because when you come in, you get a baseline rookie contract. Now you out the more you start getting, you become an all-star, you become a superstar, and all that stuff. You get these titles. Now your salary can go up from that. Now your second contract is be like that. Then your third track is you outperform that, it goes up even higher because you is that player. It don't just come out like football was, where they were signing rookie quarterbacks back in the day to motherfucking shit that's making higher than more than a veteran or something like that. Like Peyton Manning and Brady, rookies was coming in making more than them, and they winning Super Bowls. Now it ain't like that no more. You get decent bread when you come in, but the better you do, you'll get your next contract will be even higher and stuff like that.
Okay, Molly just brought up a question. Well, she made a statement, but I'm asking it as a question. She said these women getting pregnant by these men aren't smart either.
We already know.
No, they're not smart, but they're there for a goal, right? So they have a goal. You know what I mean? What's his goal? That's what I'm saying. Like they have a goal. We know these is gold diggers, right? So they're just trying to quote unquote survive, right? And maybe that's their only option. But how he not see that? There's so many people, dare I call them pioneers before him, right? That have went down that same road. I just said Sean Kemp and so many other NBA players, NFL players, entertainers that's all doing the same thing. Like, what is y'all end game? You niggas are silly. You know what I mean?
And they it's so many examples of how many people are getting finessed. And
it's not finessement. It's not a finesse. Finesse is you not knowing. Finesse is you getting sneaked and getting caught off guard.
I agree.
You
falling for this.
You ain't even falling.
falling.
Like you, come on, man.
You ain't falling for it.
doing this? What is going to work?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
It's too many examples of how people are getting messed up by people that preceded Anthony
Edwards.
I keep wanting to call him Anthony Brown for some reason. Anthony Edwards. And I think this is what it means. This is what it looks like when people are not desensitized, but make so much money that it's like $1 million is nothing.
It's cornball shit because you could look at, people say what they want about LeBron, and maybe he got some kids out here, I don't know, that whatever. But as far as the ones that we know, he went on here, had there with his wife, and that was it. Michael Jordan.
Kept that shit on the wraps.
You know what I mean? Just all the guys that you could think, Kobe Bryant. So those guys are like that. These is cornball niggas.
Yeah, and guess what? You know they out here fucking. They not just fucking their wives.
Mm-hmm.
They not.
I can agree to that.
I don't know what these niggas are doing.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? I don't know what these niggas are doing.
It's a good chance.
Maybe they is, maybe they ain't.
It's a good chance that they not. They got so much money. They be in so many cities. They got so much access to money, to women and stuff like that. So it's a good chance that they're not. But you keep that shit on the wraps, and you don't got no side babies. And if you do have a side baby, you got her under wraps to where she ain't coming out. She's well taken care of. Well, nobody ever know. But y'all know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, the one thing, how in the movie Shark Tale, Oscar the fish was at the bottom of the I want to say totem pole, but I forget what it is. But he said there's whale poo. His boss said there's whale poo above Oscar. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The only people that are lower than whale poo are men in particular that go out and be violent against innocent people. Those are disgusting men. But the above that, to me, are men that go out and get women pregnant and know that they don't want the fatherly responsibility, and then try to say, I didn't want the baby, so because I didn't want the baby, you shouldn't bring it into the equation. When you go and you have unprotected sex with it, there are before, during, and after measures to baby prevention. She could be on birth control, condom, Plan B, and then after the first 3 have been exercised, if this baby just so happens to still make it through all that baby might be Superman. But you still have that.
Hey, well, if a baby make it through a deletions, well, he deserves to be.
You know what, Spaces? I agree with you. I think the thing is with this situation is that you have a opportunistic person, which is the baby's mother, right? And then you have him as a nigga who don't get no fuck. So really, the only time is really this only affects the child.
Yep,
and
right?
that's what
this
I mean.
only affects the child. So he's a nigga that don't give no fuck. Now, I think the thing is that if he was doing this to like women that he was quote unquote actually acting like he loved or some shit, you know what I'm saying? It would be even worse, because now you kind of made it seem like, you know what I'm saying, you love this person, so, and then you probably, because that happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
When people try to act like they love a person or whatever, and then they pop them off and then leave them.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a little different where she already know when she coming, like she's using her body to try to obtain some.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Well, she not for her. This is work.
No,
this is a hoe.
You
know what I'm saying? This is a hoe, right?
It was fun for him, work for her.
Yeah, it was fun for him, and I think that's the difference. Was like both of them are really to blame, and God gonna run back the tape on both their asses because God don't play about the kids.
And that's why my ultimate gripe with this whole situation is that I cannot stand the fact that the baby's going to be left in hanging.
Because internet, this shit can't be deleted.
Yeah,
they're gonna see this. They're gonna pull up all these files and all this stuff. Because your dumb niggas put everything on the internet anyway. So your kids and all that stuff gonna be like, oh, you really didn't want me. You wanted to abort me. Oh, mama, you was around here just fucking my daddy. You didn't even really like him like that. You just wanted some money. So I was just a meal ticket to you. You ain't had your own job. Like, it's just all this stuff gonna get brought up. And when your kids start, don't get unreal now. Don't start asking real questions now. And don't try to, go backwards from asking the real question now. Be real, just like you always been. Then straight up, like you say, you're a down, true-ass bitch. Be a true-ass bitch when you answering questions for your kids.
Nelson Beauty said, this is the modern woman's version of getting to the bag.
what you gotta do.
Molly said rappers and athletes go broke so fast, I wouldn't do it. DHPX said Mike got kids in the NBA, Anthony Edwards and his big brother Jimmy Butler.
Derrick Rose's father is Rod Strickland.
Probably so.
DHPX, the next few are from him. He said, N-word, you be watching Shark Tales? Yes. I love animated movies. Space's favorite cartoon was VeggieTales. VeggieTales be popping.
It's a real cartoon?
VeggieTales, yeah.
That's Christian based, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a Christian cartoon where vegetables run the society, and they basically teach kids lessons about.
Oh, that should have been crazy if the vegetables were eating the motherfucking humans.
No, I don't think there's any humans at all. All the characters in the show are vegetables.
Okay.
Vegetables and fruit. Molly said people have to stop fornicating. And DHPX said that's not happening anytime soon. Mary was fornicating with the Lord. I'm just...
You just reading, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Molly said, sadly, it's a lost virtue in society, and that's facts. Nancy Beauty said, you paying. That's payment. Riley to granddad. They need to reboot Boondocks. So bring that back.
Classic. For sure.
Oh, man. All right, so y'all got to go because we passed our mark. Or y'all can't have time for this last one.
What's the last one? Something.
This right here.
Oh, I guess.
You got to go?
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see.
No, Space love 3-hour streams.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we got to go.
We can wrap this up in the bowl real quick.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Where a father says he forgives the teen accused of fatally stabbing his son at a high school track meet. Police
That's
are now
crazy.
revealing what led to the terrifying moment. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
New details about the killing of Austin Metcalf, the student.
They got the best looking picture of him. Let's go.
Alice. According to the arrest,
Look at this picture, though.
17-year-old
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony has confessed to the killing,
Carmelo.
saying he was trying to protect himself.
He knew how much I loved him, how much I do for him. I do anything for him.
Hunter Metcalf says he held his twin brother Austin as he was dying.
I tried to look around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and I'm not going to talk about the rest. So.
It happened at the district championship meet in Frisco. Hunter says his brother had asked Carmelo to move his seat because he was sitting under the wrong tent. A witness says Carmelo replied,
Frisco, what,
"Touch him to
Texas?
see what happens." And when Austin grabbed him, Carmelo allegedly pulled a knife.
They asked him to move, and when Austin grabbed his backpack to move, take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him.
He's now charged with first-degree murder.
Just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Austin is being remembered as an honors student with aspirations to play college football. Despite the shocking loss, Austin's father says he chooses forgiveness over anger.
I forgive the other person because the forgiveness is not for him, the forgiveness is for me, so I can have peace. His life is destroyed. My life is destroyed.
The arrest affidavit says as Carmelo Anthony was being arrested, he asked if Austin was okay. Anthony is being held on $1 million bond.
That's crazy to be named after an athlete. I'd be mad. If I was Melo, I'd be mad as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you, boy. But hey, you know what? It might be some more to this story, so I don't want to go ahead and because I have heard about it. You know, I didn't look too deep into this, but it might be more to this story. And like they would say, you know, we gotta play this thing and let this thing play out. So.
Because I was just going to say,
but it's unfortunate. I don't want to, come off.
So they say what was just said right now was he was sitting under the wrong tent, right? The boy asked him to move. He said, "I'm not moving," right? Then he said, "If you touch me, you're gonna see what happens." So then he proceeds to grab him and move his stuff to move him out of the tent, right?
That part I didn't hear. I didn't hear him touch anything.
I thought he said he grabbed the boy backpack to move him out the way or move his stuff to get him from underneath the tent. That's what I call it.
In the video just now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So, like Jerry Day said, that dude sound like a motherfucker who's getting a statement who probably started some shit. You know how you give open close statement real quick? So, like you say, what's some more to the story? Like, why was he sitting underneath y'all tent? Where did he come from? Do you know him? It's a lot more questions that need to be asked.
Oh, no. Time, like they be saying. We got to get the whole story.
Yeah, I think it's some more.
It's crazy.
Because then the dude said he asked, was he okay when he was getting arrested? They said at the end of the video, he said the boy asked while he was getting arrested. The black boy asked, "Is it the boy okay?" So it's a lot more to the story that we're not hearing.
I think it's tough, man. It's tough because he was, the way I understand the story, he was under the wrong tent. That's part one. Now, I do think, if I'm not mistaken, I know for a fact, sure, but obviously we weren't there, so we kind of got to take pieces of what we hear. But I'm trying to make sure I say names. I know Carmelo Anthony. Oh, shoot. But the victim, victim did touch Carmelo Anthony first. It's from what I heard.
Yeah, he grabbed him and
story.
tried to move him out the tent. Yeah. Because you could have easily, what you could have did, right? It's security and stuff there, right? So why not
I don't
go?
think there was.
It's a track meet. It's security and police there. Trust and believe it's security and police there. At all high school track meets, they have to have that. Have to have a paramedic there. Have to be on staff and on just wait there. And there's police officers there all around this thing. They pay for that at every track meet, at any high school, anything that's going on when it got to do with kids. It's at least 2 police officers there. And it's at least a paramedic that's sitting there when it's like some type of event. Even at basketball games, football games, it's always like a paramedic or something just sitting there just in case something that happens so they can get the kids out there real quickly. Mm-hmm. It's always. So if he's sitting underneath the wrong tent, like you say he is, why not go be like, okay, bet, I got something for you. Let me just go get security to get you up out of here because you don't supposed to be underneath our tent. Why touch him? I'm just going by what we said and what we heard. Why touch him?
My thought is, why are you in this tent?
Okay, that's still cool. That's cool and fine and dandy. You're right. You're 100% right on that. But why touch him? You can go get security to get him up out your tent.
Another question that I have is, like Molly said, why does he have a knife?
It's Texas. I mean, shit.
Lucky he ain't a banker.
It ain't against the law to have a knife, is it? Even at a minor, I mean, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. We gotta see what's happening with the rest of this story. A lot of times you get just some half truths and stuff, things, and they are minors at the end of the day. So I don't want to come off as insensitive, but yeah, like they would say, hey, let's let the whole video play out.
Yeah, you bugging, bro.
I want to come back to this though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all, you bugging right now, bro. You gotta stop. You say y'all act like kids don't get bullied. Somebody's dead, bro.
What you mean, like kids?
No, being bullied was one of the things that they said. Those guys did bully. That was one of the things that was said.
Just now in the video?
No, in previous things that I've watched, being bullied was one of the things that they said.
But what did they say about the being bullied? Like
they said that the twins were bullies. They did. So I didn't watch too much into this, but that did come across.
Let's see.
This is Fox Local. They're not going to.
I just clicked what I saw.
Okay, but yeah, you would have to look a little bit more. But giving things its face value, like everybody has said, it doesn't matter who it is. You got to let shit like this play out. You got to let it play out. These is kids at the end of the day. But if they were bullies, hey,
You saw what did they say on their clip? Because they usually come.
Cartier family.
Yeah, what they say. You seen the whole thing of them?
Yeah, I seen them.
Did they say anything? What did they say? Short,
like they was mad that Carmelo Anthony stabbed. I can't think of his name, but that he stabbed him. They was mad.
Like, yeah, we're gonna need to get some more of this. Because if you saying you heard bullying, right, Jay, every day?
Yeah, I did hear it.
And
I haven't heard bully at all.
I have. That's what I'm saying. He brought it up. You said you retorted. I'm saying I heard it. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's why you got to let all this shit play out.
And DXPH, you say you heard bullying too?
I can't jump to conclusion just because, you know what I'm saying, somebody, whatever. Because any other time, it'd be the same. If it was the opposite, it'd be the same way.
If it was the opposite, it'd be an uproar in the black media.
It don't matter, though. It
would
don't.
be all racism. Racist.
So what side? Like, let the shit play out. Like, either, like, what should black people say racist on this side, or should white people say it? I mean, we don't live in Texas, so we don't know how it's going on. What's the temperature down there in Fresno? What's the temperature down there?
The XPA said he did the research and he was getting bullied. So that's
in somebody else's tent.
They were known bullies.
But he was in their tent, though. I could see if they went to.
They were known.
For the
doesn't matter because
from.
we don't have the entirety of the whole situation.
We know that he was in there this whole thing. When
but we don't have
happened.
the entirety of the whole situation.
What entirety? What
we
are
don't
missing?
know, bro. You mean to tell me based off this 1 minute, 2 minute thing, and anything that you've played, we have to know the whole thing.
I watched this.
Okay, then play that
24-minute
play that.
one. This one right here. This is Law and Crime Network.
Okay,
not unbiased. 24-minute video.
You say it's not unbiased, not biased. What?
It doesn't look biased. It's not CNN. It's not NBC. It's not MSNBC. It's none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've seen, I haven't heard anything about them being bullies. Please let me. If it's in your watch history,
tell you what. If I find it, I'll definitely be the first one to shoot it to you.
Yeah, please.
I wouldn't have a problem doing so.
I'm
and then when you get that in, if the information happened to come to you, then what?
Then I would say that they were bullies. Now I factor that into the conversation.
Right. But, so right, because you hadn't heard it. He said he heard it, and I'm telling you that I heard it. Right. Then you just said, well, what about him being in the tent?
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm not understanding.
We don't have the whole situation. This is what I'm saying.
But we have the results of what happened, though.
Well, people die every day, B.
Wow.
Yeah. People die every day. You got to get the whole situation.
He's not saying that it's insensitive. Like the way you saying it is like he's being insensitive. He's saying we got to hit a whole situation, and people do die every day. He's not like just gonna because somebody died. Like no, you're not saying that. Don't just brush over it like that.
That's what that just was. Well, people die every day. So
no, what did I say? The whole 5 minutes before that, get the whole situation. That's what I said.
I reacted to the last part though.
Right, you reacted to the last part. Right, because people die every day. Get the whole situation. This is what I'm saying. You're making it about him being in the tent. You don't know why he was in the tent, so on and so forth. You got to get the whole situation, right? Just like anything that you put on here, I don't have the proper context, so on and so forth. If you don't have the proper context and we're only getting what the media presents to us, then let's get the whole thing and then come to the conclusion. This is fresh.
What reason would be acceptable for him to?
I don't know. You got to ask that nigga.
School.
I don't know.
He's from another school?
He's from the other school.
I don't know. What reason would be acceptable?
Okay, so there's no reason it's acceptable for him to be there. And even more than that, why does he feel comfortable having a knife with him to where he would stab somebody, throw the knife, and then he even said, I could see somebody from the bully standpoint, because I haven't heard it, but let's just say it's a bully standpoint. He said he acted in self-defense. Again,
okay.
Why do you have a knife?
Okay, that all come out in trial. So we could follow the trial on here if you want to. I don't know.
So what's your biggest gripe? Is because he had a knife, Spaces?
He had a knife and he stabbed this boy's dead.
And that's sad. That's really sad. We're not just gonna brush over that. We're not gonna just sit up here and act insensitive to like the boy dying. But you saying he had a knife. And
he wasn't where he's not supposed to be under this team's tent.
No, so your biggest gripe is he had a knife and he was on the other side of the field with the other school.
Yeah,
because they were running against each other, right? Wasn't he part of the other school?
He was, as far as from what I've heard, he was in the other school and he was in this tent.
Okay,
he said, hey,
okay, check it out. This is what I'm gonna tell you how that happens, right? When you go to these high school games, when you at the other schools, whatever school you at, normally. It's one side for one school, other side for other school. Right? Normally, this school, whatever side you on, go over there. Whatever side they on, they come over here. They normally always going back and forth because they see the kids from their school every day. They want to see who over here from this school. So the visiting team is always on the away side. The away side is always on the visiting side. So that's probably why he was on that side with them. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just telling you what I see when I go, because my son is in sports. So we go see sports all the time, and it's always kids from the other side that's over there with us chilling and talking and doing all this stuff and going back and forth and talking trash. So that's why I'm going to say why he was over there in that tent with them. That's the only reason I'm going to conversate with that over there on that side. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
And I don't disagree. I'm going to air, and now I'm not trying to be dismissive of what you're saying, but I think that's speculative. I think that's speculation.
What? About what?
The reason why he was over there.
So why
we don't know.
Why was he over there?
Again, that's my question.
Right. So
that's a possibility. What Maul just said.
So why did he stab him? We don't know, right?
There was a confrontation about him being under the wrong tent.
According to who?
According to every single piece of information that I've witnessed with this.
According to who though? What specifically?
His father, the people that the witnesses of the situation.
So his father knew that the son, the black guy, Carmelo Anthony, wasn't supposed to be in the tent?
That's what he said. That's his own words.
So everybody knew he wasn't supposed to be in the tent, and the boy, the young man ended up attacking him, or you know what I'm saying, making sure that he got out, Carmelo Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
That was on him. Austin Metcalf.
Yes, Austin, thank you. It was killing me that Austin. He wasn't the only one, but Austin was the one that had the obviously closer interaction with Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
The father even said the son was a bully too?
The father said the opposite. I wish I had a specific clip. The father said the polar opposite of that.
I didn't see that the father said that.
It's a lot of shit. We hearing from you, from them. It's a lot of shit going on.
That's what I said, man.
It's a lot of shit
gotta
going
let
on.
that play out. That boy gonna have his time in court.
Oh, we don't have time for 8 minutes. Shoot. I wish I...
But I'll tell you one thing, as far as down south, motherfuckers got way more than knives. As teenagers, they got way more than knives.
I say, you lucky it wasn't a banger?
Yeah.
They carry bangers, and this is Texas. Everybody got guns.
I mean, they sell them shits like it's nothing at the gas station.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
My hope was to bring awareness so this tragedy doesn't happen to another family.
No, this is afterwards.
Okay, so Mr. Metcalf, it's JFF and then METCALF. You are Austin's father.
Yes, sir.
Easy question to start with. It's probably a tough one to answer, but how have the last 24 hours been for you and for your family and for Hunter?
That's 3 questions. So for me, it's not real yet. It hasn't sunk in. I'm just having to stay strong so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements, people flying in, people coming from all over. So I haven't had a chance to really grieve yet. I know at some point when this is all over and we're able to put him in the ground, then I'll probably break down and grieve that way. But right now, I'm really numb, and I really don't feel...
How many times did he stab him?
Just once.
I need to be there for my son and my family, and I need to make sure I set an example for my son.
Austin, obviously, is the son, and also Hunter, you're talking about here.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through who Austin was to you. I know that you've said so much about him, I think, in the last 24 hours here. Everyone else has said a lot about him, too, about how great of a kid he was. In your eyes, though, just as a father, who was he to you?
I bet you that first-degree murder charge don't stick.
You said it will stick?
It won't.
It won't stick. Okay.
No.
Boys are the biggest blessing.
I'm going to manslaughter.
Yeah, if anything, you know what I'm saying, if he can't get his way up out of it, they're gonna have him plead to a lesser charge. If you know what I'm saying, if it does, but that first-degree murder charge is not gonna stick. He stabbed him one time. That's not gonna stick.
God's gonna get me through this. I had a dream last night, and Austin came to me and said,
Damn.
"Okay." It gives me peace. Doesn't mean I don't hurt, but it gives me great peace. So, one of the things, my son Hunter, his ability to stay strong is a character to his brother. His brother, they had each other's back. They were tight. I've never seen a bond like that. Being identical twins, technically Austin was his big brother. Those boys were my everything. I had cancer almost 10 years ago. I wasn't supposed to live, but that was my why, to fight. And without those boys, I probably would have succumbed and gave in. But they were in my heart, and I fought hard because I wanted to be their father. I wanted to be there for them throughout the years they grow up, so I can share my wisdom and share my mistakes so they won't do the same. Austin was an outstanding athlete, person, friend, loyal, loving. He would light up the room. He was such a leader, naturally. On that team, he would fire those guys up. He would step on that field, and he would become a totally different person. His level of play was above most everyone else. He led the team. He was voted team MVP by his coaches and teammates. He's had multiple coaches, colleges, contact him. He is one of the most outstanding, him and his brother both have been athletes all their lives, from soccer to baseball to jiu-jitsu to football. They did it all, and they excelled every time. And I told them, you guys are so lucky, because not everyone has your talent, but you have to make sure you take that talent and harness it in the right way. And Austin was able to harness many things in his life. Loyalty to his brother. his love for all his friends and family. He was such an outstanding young man. I was so proud. I bragged on my children all the time. Anyone who knows me.
Hey, pause this real quick. So, because we're playing the accolades and everything that this young man who's been a victim, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also need to show the accolades of the black young man who did the stabbing, right? Because apparently he was a 4.0. He wasn't just, some random thug, right? So I think it's only fair because he's sitting up here, and again, that's his child, so you want to paint your children in the best light. But, this person is also still accused, and he's still a minor. So it's only fair that you find something where it paints him in a similar light.
Oh, dang. DSPS, you said his dad said his sons are bullies. Drop a link in the chat. Because I'm curious. I haven't heard anything about that. And for me, if somebody proves me wrong about something, then I won't say anything else about it if I don't have any other arguments.
So look, let's put it like this. Look at the bonus because we got to get up out of here. Jerry Day, you want some more information before you say
I don't need no more information because I've already seen it. What I was saying is that since we played, you know what I'm saying, because I get his father, what I'm saying is, and I'll finish it, is that the young man who was stabbed or whatever, right, he was put into a positive light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but that's not act like as if, because, you know what I'm saying, you got this other young boy, he's only accused, right? So he's only accused. And he's a 4.0 person as well. He's on the track and so on and so forth.
Okay.
He doesn't have anybody to speak for in his behalf.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's only fair to speak like that in this context, given that we don't know the totality of the situation.
Okay.
You got to be fair. Call a spade a spade.
All right. But I don't really got nothing to say. Like, I want a little bit more information too, because all the little things that's coming out about why he was in his, like what Space is saying, about why he's in his tent, why he was over there. I know high school kids go back and forth all the time, and you're not an adult. You shouldn't be, to me, you shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody in the first place. You should have got security. That's just why I feel about it. It's sad that one person lost their life, and now another person is probably going to lose their life to a jail system and stuff like that too. So I really don't have I can't say, I'm leaning either way or anything like that. I want to know a lot more information, but I want to let Spaces go ahead and put his button on it and what he thought about the thing, and then so we go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I think it's essentially he shouldn't have been under that tent, and I still have the question of why does he have this knife, and I wonder what. To me, now he did say that if you touch me, you won't like what happened or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
To Carmelo said that to Austin, and presumably, assumptively, Austin did touch him, and that's when Carmelo stabbed him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after throwing the knife away and running away from the scene, Carmelo later then admitted to police that he did it, but he did it in self-defense. So, those are my two things, and my third thing is we may have to agree to disagree, but if it was in reverse, black media would be going crazy.
I don't follow black media like that.
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, that's all we have time for today, y'all. Thank y'all for kicking it with us. Thank y'all for kicking it with us. The chat was going crazy today. Molly, thank you for showing up. Nasty Beauty, DHPX, Sugar Bum, Ray, you showed
Sugar
up.
Bum.
Be
Sugar.
humble. What's going on? Thank y'all for coming and kicking it with us. And the podcast is growing. Molly, thank you. Molly said, "Great show, fellas."
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Now, Molly, you're kind of new to the channel. Might have been here once before, but this is how we talk on a regular basis. Well, we don't see each other as regular as before, but we just bringing how we talk to each other to the internet. That's it. That's all. And we got to put a little bit more structure to it because, as you've seen, our conversations could go on a long time. Yeah. But, so go ahead, Maul.
My message was today, man, because over the last 2 weeks, man, I've been coming to a conclusion. Like, I've came to this conclusion. Like, we have, unconversational expectations with people, and what I mean by that is, we expect people to like think or know what we're thinking about, or how our relationship should go, how our marriage should go, how your friendship should go, how your anything that you got with somebody, you thinking they supposed to know and read your mind of what's going on. But if you had a conversation with them, all that'll be discreet, because you'll tell them exactly how you feel, exactly how you wanted this to go, exactly how you wanted that to go. So I'm just here to say, start having a conversation with people. I might don't know what's going on. You might be going through some things, but if you told me what's going on, maybe I wouldn't feel that way, or maybe you wouldn't feel that way. But if we just had to because you were scared to have a conversation, or I was scared to have a conversation, and we just sit here and we talked about it, we see it wasn't a big deal. Everything was cool. So start having them conversations about what you expect from people and what you think this should be going out to, or what you think our friendship should be, or this, that, and the third. So if you start having conversations with people, we won't have them expectations about what should be going on. That's all.
Big shouts out to Will Hill. Make sure you follow him at Will Hill Comedy on all the major social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. This has been another rendition of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I am your man, Spaces.
I'm your illustrious co-host every day.
Hey, and I go by your boy Maul, man. Meeting the John. Salute.